Yo, it's your boy Guillermo GK, aka whatever the hell you want to call me, man. We in here, man. Apologies, couldn't be here for the first half, second half. We here though. We here though, like Cheetos and Doritos. I don't know what the hell that means, man. But be safe as it is snowing outside, man. Like I said, when it's cold outside, woo, who are you holding? Salute to everybody, man. We in here, yeah, man. We're gonna catch the second half. Knicks are down 60-59. Everybody knows the big news. Derrick Rose has been retraded, or was he traded at first or was he released? He's back with the Knicks for I believe DSJ and some draft compensation, basically probably some second rounder or so. So DSJ, the short-lived reclamation project, one of the so-called key pieces of that KP trade. Even I think he's more like a throw-in if you consider the first-round picks. I don't know. DSJ recently said that he wanted to go to the G League and reform his game. Now he'll be with the Detroit Pistons. I'm not sure exactly what they're going to be doing with him. But I think they need some guards. They have Killian Hayes, but I believe he's hurt. Obviously, they had Derrick Rose. And who are the other guards? They still have Langston Galloway. They have Killian Hayes, Delon Wright, Saban Lee, Frank Jackson. So, yeah, they definitely can use help at the guard position. I'm not sure if DJ is ever going to become that point. They lean on him to do what he's so-called strong at. It may not be the best of rides, but obviously we have some so-called short-term need at point guard given the awful play of EP. And I guess they were fine with giving up. I guess that whole Clippers thing wasn't true. So salute to everybody in the chat, man. We got PDP. We got Thesis Thomas, man. Salute to, yes, salute. Terry Mosley, salute, bro, salute. Felipe 2.0, salute, man. Lolo, salute, man. L. Jordan, salute. Luca Vision, salute, bro. L Visions, I'll just say that. I ain't trying to disrespect your name. Mama, there goes that man. Salute. Thank you, man. Like they say, man, I may not be, I may be late, but I'm always on time, whatever the hell that thing is. Salute to Robert Parr, my guy, man. Salute to you and your girl, bro. Salute. Jimmy UCLA, salute. Simmons Singh, the 5-star general, salute. Mike Morgan, my guy, salute. AO Block, D Block Celtics, my bad. Mike Morgan, yeah, we in here. Young Simba, salute, bro, salute. Young Simba think he nice for them half-ass braids, man. Screw you, bro. I can never grow braids, man. I said braids, waves. Never. I did all that crap, bro. It didn't work for nothing. Salute to Will Salker, man. Salute, my guy. By the way, I'll be sending out, if you finish this game, finish the post-up wrap-up, I'll send the jersey out today or tomorrow, but it's definitely coming to you. Coach Color Blocks, if you're in here, I already sent the hat. Brandon McNeely, obviously waiting for him to get the move on. RJ Barrett does have 0 points. RJ Barrett, I'm going to go through the box score real quick. RJ Barrett has 0 points, played 12 minutes, 0 for 3, 1 for 3 from the three-point line, 2 rebounds, one steal, 1 turnover. Not the greatest of games, but let me just say salute to everybody first. 0.5, salute. It says reunited. 90, salute. L. Jordan, salute. Yeah, reacquired. I guess that'll be not retraded, I guess. Kevin Bergon, salute. Yeah, RJ a little off today, yeah. Not really hitting in stride. But again, you have Bullock, who's hot with 6 threes. Julius Randle, who's playing out of his freaking mata right now. Let's see. Jaden Sammy, salute. Quiet Money, salute. Sherman George, salute. Eugene Stanton, still salute. We got the day ones over here, bro. Manny Ramos. We got the heavy hitters in today, man. Oh crap. The dirty dozen. Let's get it. Even though it's more than a dozen, you guys. 46 people watching. I want to see what DJ does to the Knicks when they play the Pistons. He's gonna be hype. I don't think I'm not scared of DJ. SB Talk, salute. What I tell you about this Tibbs D Rose bag? You said, but that's the thing. Tibbs is also, he also feels a need at the cheap because they're not giving up a first rounder for a point guard at this period, at this juncture, given the draft coming up and the fact that the Knicks are overachieving. But this is not a team that's going to get you to the Eastern Conference Finals. You have to make a trade for a top point guard. So I'm looking at it as like, I mean, I agree with you. Look, I think that Tom Thibodeau definitely, and again, that's one of the reasons why he likes veterans. He likes people who are familiar with his system, familiar with his play style, familiar with his coaching, and so that rubs off on other players. So other players, they can learn. It's like the sibling who, I don't say sibling. It's like almost like Pavlov's dog a little bit, where it's like you he's going to discipline you. He's going to do certain things. He's going to act a certain way to people who do what he wants to do, wants the team to do, or players to do, right? So Derrick Rose, he embodies what Thibodeau's essentially all about. Salute, man. Salute to SB Sports, man. I'm going to open up a chat, SB Sports, if you want to join. David Jackson, salute. Hadouken, Shoryuken, Hadouken. That's my guy, man. He says, I'll be very surprised and upset if Randall is not an all-star. I'm very happy coaches pick reserves because they value someone like Randall a lot more than the media. Yeah, the media, it is, but it's us who voting. It's not the media. I don't think with the all-star. It's us who vote. The media votes for the end of the year awards, like MVP and all that stuff. But obviously, there are people here on the Knicks and stuff. So again, guys, go and vote for Julius Randle. It's gonna also again my vote today. I'll vote right now as I open up the chat and all that. Robert Park, thank you for the $5 super chat, man. You could have been anywhere but you're here with us, bro. Come in handy during split time. all day, man. Yeah, and as soon as I finish that post game, I'm about to be out, boy. Show my boys to watch the Super Bowl. It's crazy, man. Now they're inviting people that weren't supposed to come before. And I always spend money when I'm chilling with them to buy food and stuff. The other people can spend money, but some of these new people, they better chip in or something, man. I don't like that. You coming in late, before all the food, man. Don't do that. D-Rose will hoop for you. By the way, SB Talk Sports, that's a tough avatar right there, man. Yeah. Yo, what up, Zay? What the hell? Come on. Ricardo Kuster, salute, my guy. Lolo, what's the minutes going to be like for the guard position, especially point guard? Well, I believe it's probably going to be D-Rose starting. I think Quickly is going to definitely get, because Quickly, again, this is the beauty of Quickly being a combo guard. Quickly could play at the 1, he could play at the 2, right? Again, Tom Thibodeau is a person who likes just complete guards. That's why RJ Barrett has had a lot of the ball in his hands in the past few games. I know today's not having the greatest of games, but he's been essentially trying to groom like a secondary playmaker, like a Jimmy Butler. So where they're trying to make that 1, that 2 kind of interchangeable. Even though, look, if you have a superlative number 1 player, obviously Tom Thibodeau is going to work to his strengths, especially, if he's a veteran, that he's that type of superlative veteran. But I think right now it's definitely going to be D-Rose. It's going to be Quickly playing a 1 or 2, and then EP coming in to kind of shore up, the additional rotations. But, I don't think this is going to hurt Quickly in any way because, again, Quickly is closing games. He's out, he's overperforming. Tom Thibodeau's, probably Tom Thibodeau's expectations for a rookie. Guys making some big contributions in games and in big time in games where we were down by 20-some in that other Blazers game. You know what I mean? Like we were on the brinks of losing. And it wasn't just him. The rotation he played would help bring us back, but obviously Quickly was a star within that rotation. I ain't trying to get too philosophical, man. Yeah, that's a tough logo, man. By the way, please go subscribe to SB Talk Sports, man. That's my guy, man. Definitely want to do some future lives with this, bro. Just to talk basketball, man. Talk about the league and stuff. We had. I don't know. You're probably busy yesterday, but we did have an open chat yesterday. We had an open live around like 8:30 to watch the Warriors versus the Mavericks game. It was really fun. So, guys, definitely look out for that type of stuff, man. Because I'm definitely going to cover more college games again. I'm going to be covering a lot more NBA games in total. I just want to, I want, when we do, I think that as basketball fans, I think we should be well versed on all, and I say you guys aren't like, oh, you have to watch but I just like to, drag it along with what I'm thinking of when I'm watching some of these games. We had, Joe Madden, we had GI, we had a few people, we had Hinton, Murphy, so to everybody that was there yesterday, but it was really fun. We were talking about random stuff too. We talking about the draft, we're talking about football, and then, we talked about the game, which is really actually pretty exciting. So to those guys, man. Carry 420, salute. Whatever Randall's doing, he needs to keep doing it. Yeah, he needs to keep in that awful playing food. Keep open up a secret private tab on your internet. You can vote as many times you want to All-Star game. Oh, I will try that. Didn't realize that. It's a great point. Oh, because it probably changes the IP and all that stuff. I don't know. Yeah, what's up with RJ? Yeah, 0 points. Just not his game today. I guess he should go to the bench, right? I'm having a feeling Heat's finals appearance will go down. Will go down as a what the F. I don't know. I think the Heat have a talented team. I think that teams are just, even though today we're not playing the Heat necessarily well from the perimeter, they're hitting 45% of their threes. But I think that with the Heat, they're probably right now, maybe they're at that level where they go for the superstar, for a star player. But they just have so many young players that fit well together. And also you could just have a down year. It could be also Butler's getting a little bit older. So we'll see. I think they will probably go for Bill. I'm just not sure if Bill really fits that team. I don't know. We'll get to it. Robert Parr, cooking with chefs. I'm making wings. Want to do a savory sweet wing? Any suggestions? Chef Zay doesn't know how to cook. Anyway, I'm just joking. Remember, Service composed Rhea Rose coming into the league. Oh, DSJ. Oh, of course, DSJ. He was hyped from the beginning. Hyped from the beginning from NC State. I watched him. I didn't watch a lot of him. I would just watch a little of him. And he wasn't that good. They're hedging over screens on RJ. Yeah, I missed most of the first quarter. I saw bits of it. I just saw the end of the second quarter. So I'm definitely gonna go back and review it a little bit. Suit to Ken BX. Military U sound. Salute, my guy. Salute. Mike H. Salute. This is Super Saiyan Randall. We've been waiting for. Oh, we gotta wait, man. Oh, salute to SB Talk Sports, man. Little girl coming away, man. Salute, bro. That's big news, man. Congrats. So back to the game, third quarter. Randall. Oh, passes up the shot to get to Bullock for his. He has 6 threes on the game so far, man. Suit to Heartbreak Nova. Andrew K. Mello NYG. Salute. Yes, Mello and Tibbs. Yes, he'll trade for the veterans that he thinks that exemplify his system or can execute at a high level. They got to stay on Duncan Robinson. RJ's going to have an up and down yet. RJ's had, 9, 10 solid games out of 12 or whatever. Tone Wu, salute. That's my guy, man. Suit to man's the Knicks, man. Ron Cleveland. That's my uncle right there, man. That's the chief right there. Devonair Polder Dawn, man. Please go subscribe to man's the Knicks, man. That's my guy, Ron, man. Has a great chat. Has a great show, man. RJ, little short. Come on, Mitch. Mitch fighting for it. Couldn't get the rebound after RJ kind of lame ducked that little floater. It looks like RJ's just touched it. It's just not. May not be kosher, but I mean, it's only 4 shots, 4 missed shots. Zero's limited. It's only increased, but not much. Injuries worry me. Yeah, he was injured this year, I believe, right? Bullock's having a real good game. Yeah, 6 threes. Come on, Knicks. Why can't the Knicks grab any just sloppy on the ball? Like, what the freak? Holy crap. Let me see. Knicks versus Bulls 2-7. Air ball. Golly. So it'll be Knicks ball. 63-59 is the score. Just real quick, the Knicks, we're in the third quarter. But so far, Reggie Bullock leading away with 18 points, 6 for 9 from 3. Julius Randle, 15 points. Alfred Payne, 2 points. Mitch Robinson, 4 points. Alec Burks, 8 points, 2 for 3 from the three-point line. Taj Gibson, 7 points. I saw him make that 3. It's 1 for 1 from three-point line, 3 for 3 from the court. Kendrick Nunn, what the hell just went off? And rebound, Kelly Olynyk. Like push up the court. Kendrick Nunn with the ball. I believe Kendrick Nunn started, right? Kelly Olynyk for the corner 3, and that misses. Rebound, Alfred Payton. Alfred Payton pushes up the tempo. Gets it out to a Julius Randle. Yeah, Man City killed. Yeah. Man City. Liverpool's done. We got my boy SB Talks, and we got Chef Zay and Randall. Draws a foul and 1. Give me those. 63-61 is the score. How you guys doing?
Doing good, man.
Doing good, man. You know, I had to join in real quick. I told you what I tell you. I knew Tibbs was going to make a move for one of his boys. It was a matter of time. I told you.
It was cheap, though. I mean, DSJ ain't worth nothing. Sorry, Chuck. That was a guy who thought would be nicest here. And a second rounder, which is, but first and foremost, suit to you, man. Congrats on the baby girl, man.
Congratulations, bro. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. And also,
y'all watching it? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, no, you go ahead, bro.
No, I'll say, was you guys watching the bowl today? Because I just made a post on Instagram, and it's crazy part about it. They liked it. I said, "What y'all drinking for the Super Bowl challenge?" And they actually liked it on Instagram. So, what's y'all drinking for the Super Bowl today, fellas?
Water.
What's y'all?
You drinking water?
I got Terramana today.
I'm gonna pick up some. I'm gonna pick up some Bailey's cream, but I'm gonna be eating mad dairy, so I gotta chill out, man.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely got to get some Baileys.
No, you're gonna be on the toilet.
I'll probably pick up some rum on the way. But I got to get Baileys, man. Nice turnaround jumper by Julius. Julius Randle's playing out of his mind right now. Holy crap! What you drinking, man?
I was gonna say also too before you guys say that, the good thing that I heard about the Derrick Rose trade was that they're not giving up the Detroit pick. So I'm happy with I'm happy with the trade, man. I'm happy with it, man.
As long as it's a second rounder, that's all I care about. Oh, nice. Bullock gets out to Payne.
D Rose is gonna be good for y'all.
Good foul.
Yeah, he's gonna be good.
Yeah, man. You give up.
Great. That's what I said. I know it was gonna happen. It was great.
Yeah, you give up Dennis Smith Jr. and a no-name second-round pick. I'm fine with that.
Sue to poor Richard, by the way. He said
'Cause
Duncan Robinson is a free agent. Yes, Duncan Robinson is a. I believe he's a free agent after this. I think he's restricted. Is he restricted? Duncan Robinson 9.3% from the 3-point line. Let me mute Isaiah as he yawns. Oh Jesus. Go ahead, SB.
Yeah, I'll say I don't see y'all make it. I don't see him leaving Miami unless y'all. I don't see y'all getting him unless y'all throw that bag. Would y'all throw that bag at him though? Would he be worth throwing a bag for? Because he's just a
I'm not
shooter.
sure.
You know that,
He's not
right?
worth it. But you know, I was thinking they were going to trade because remember they tried to trade for Harden, and I think he's part of that package. So, hold on, let me look up this Duncan.
Yeah, I mean Duncan Robinson. I mean, listen, if only way I want Duncan Robinson to
nice.
be like if we're heading towards a championship team. But I don't think that honestly, not right now. We're not. And Duncan Robinson's probably going to want $15 million. So
yeah,
well, he's a restricted free agent. So it's up to. Yeah, they might throw the bag. I mean, they might throw because anybody who matches it, if the Heat don't match it, he automatically goes to you. So it doesn't really matter. A nice drive by Payne with the dunk.
Yep.
66-63. This is back and forth by Miami. Neither team's playing really good defense, by the way. Even though Miami has, I saw them throw a few double team traps at guys like Bullock up top. Seen throw that RJ Payton, but neither team really, at least in that second half. And Kendrick Nunn comes up. Did Kendrick Nunn start today?
Yeah, he did.
He did, right? Yeah. Kelly Olynyk missed a 3, but Bam Adebayo comes crashing in. It'll be Knicks ball. Bam Adebayo is playing out of his freaking mind this year. I believe he's averaging 20 points. Right now he has 12. He's 6 for 9 from the field. He's averaging 20 points, 9 rebounds, 5.2 assists. This guy is.
Yo, Guillermo, it's snowing hard for you, Guillermo?
Yeah, it's snowing pretty hard. It's not like bad. It's pretty soft. And RJ gets out to Bullock for the corner 3, and that misses. Bullock seems to have missed some of his. Olynyk is so dookie. Olynyk is all right. Yeah. All right. Brandon McNeely, salute. My guy.
It's like 9 degrees out here, though, my boy.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, well, you Chicago. Yeah, I know. Y'all, Mother Nature out there be bugging out. And Bam Adebayo for the N1. Straight up like that,
type
man.
of time out here, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm still people saying, yeah, sometimes it gets like 20 below. I'm like, how is that? That's not normal, bro. Like, what the fuck? 20 below? Son, like 0 in New York used to be brick. Like, and it wouldn't even snow. At least snow is some kind of water coming down, some kind of it's like, all right, it's reasonable. New York used to be brick like 0, like straight up.
Nah.
And it just the streets were ashy. It just looked like just depressing.
Yo,
Chicago?
When it's 0, bro,
different type of time, bro.
Yo, bro, I don't know, bro. It is different because I know out here when it's 0, there's no snow.
3.
Oh
That's
my god,
RJ, let's go, son. That's my guy.
Wait, Guillermo, he shouldn't go on the bench.
He's going to G League today after this game. Kelly Olynyk for the 3, and that's good. Again, the Knicks have to do better concentrating on the perimeter players for this team, man. Outside of Bam Adebayo is just he's a beast, but again, they got Bam, Duncan. Look at the double team. Randall gets out to Reggie Bullock, fakes a shot, shoots a 3 from near the corner, and that misses. Damn, Reggie kind of lost his touch. Made 6 threes in the first half. He's missed his last 2 or 3. Bam Adebayo has the ball, gets out to Duncan Robinson, who gets out to Kendrick Nunn in the corner, who has Alfred Payton on him. Kelly Olynyk sets a pick on RJ Barrett to get Duncan Robinson open. Duncan Robinson's cutting, they don't see him. To get back to Kelly Olynyk, gets back to Butler, gets it to Duncan Robinson in the corner 3. Damn, Duncan Robinson, tough shooter. Hits another 3 from the corner, 72-69. RJ Barrett with the ball. Gets the double team by Kelly Olynyk, and they call the foul for him. Kelly Olynyk, it seems he's a little bit overzealous, but RJ Barrett kind of lost his balance. So they'll be calling a timeout. Yeah, look at that passing. Look at the movement, too. Duncan Robinson with a tough 3. Lord Jesus. Duncan Robinson, him and Bam Adebayo have that great relationship, even though they didn't show here, but that great relationship on the court with that little handoff pick shot by Duncan Robinson. Use that all throughout the playoffs. Let me see. I would pick up Duncan Robinson for age. It depends on what you're going to pay for him. Because he fits that Heat team so well, but it's like if he's hold on. Let me make sure I have it right. So he's a restricted free agent in this offseason. I still think they want to probably try to trade him. If they could get they try to go after Harden. I wonder, would the Heat go after Bradley Beal?
I could see that happening. I think they would do that.
So you have Bradley, Bill, Butler. You probably have to give him Duncan. You probably have to give up Tyler Hero. And then because they're expected to go to playoffs, that first might be they probably want to have to give up as many first. Maybe Bradley, Bill for Tyler Hero, Duncan, and 2 first.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Because you're gonna have Bam, Jimmy, and Bill. So,
and also, I mean, Butler's getting a little bit older. Salute to Angel Cabrera. Salute to the panel in chat. Appreciate the play by the way. Anytime, bro. Salute to you and yours, bro. Salute. That's a tough hat, by the way. I love that. Love the original Nick color hat, man. Actually, I think that's the 1997 one or whatever. No, the brighter orange and blue. Salute though. Quinn Williams, salute, man. Duncan Robinson's worth a Joe Harris level contract. What did Joe Harris get? 12?
he got like an $85 million contract.
He did? Damn. Joe Harris. Yeah, 7 years. 4 years, 75 million. Golly. Yeah, he's getting like 16. Damn. Dunk might get that. L. Marshall, salute. Wizards are not trading Bradley Bill. Why? Because they want to keep going with that whole dream about Bradley Bill and Westbrook one day making a great duo. Let me see what else you got in here, man. Eugene Stanton, Brandon. Watch G. Watch DSJ average 14-6 a game in the G League. Then Chuck gonna say he was right. Chuck is never right. By the way, Chuck, I guess, won his battle against what's this guy's name? Mo on a Blarn Shields. So we got my guy Joe Madden. Salute, Joe. How you doing, bro?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm good, man. Give me some call in the first half because I saw only like parts of the second. I missed most of the first quarter. So if you give me some color, I'll be greatly appreciated.
The first half they were doing. Bullock was dropping threes like left, right, and center. He got hot. Randall got hot. Randall's on triple double alert. I think he's with 9, 7, and 20 or something like that. Yeah, they balled out. They're just the defense needed to tighten up, and it's looked like they're tightening up on defense now the second half. But they're staying with the Heat. I don't know, will they pull it out? My worry is that they're on the end of a back-to-back, and all the guys played 35 minutes plus yesterday. So my worry is, are they going to tire down the stretch? But
yeah, we can't really get many stops defensively. Like when I was seeing the second quarter, it was literally just back and forth, like just Matt Porter even and the Heat are just setting double team after double team. Again, they're getting foul calls. Against I believe it's Kelly Olynyk's second. At least that's a consecutive foul. By the way, screw Liverpool, man. Holy crap. 4-1. You got to be freaking kidding me.
They got hammered, did they?
Yeah, man. 4-1, man. Screw Liverpool, man. The time I need Liverpool to freaking win, or at least draw it up. These guys, these freaking bums, man.
Yeah, I think City's going to win it.
Yeah. It's some BS, man. So back to game. Bullock gets out to RJ Barrett for the wing three, and that misses rebound. Payton. But again, the Heat hit it out. Fast break with Bam. He gets it. Oh, Bullock. Good defense by Bullock to salvage that.
I love RJ's defense. RJ, he hasn't been doing score efficiency or he hasn't been scoring, but his defense on Butler has been very good.
And what does Butler have right now? Salute to D Cooler 718, man. Salute. Yeah, Butler right now has 5 points, 2 for 7 from the field, 1 for 2 from the line, 7 assists, 5 rebounds. The thing about Bam messed that up. That was a nice pass. Randall not looking up, gets the ball out of his hands on the break.
Like the Heat don't look that good. Do you think last year, because the bubble and everything was a fluke?
I think there was some flukishness to it, but I think they're a solid team, man.
They do. But I think what they're going to do is if they lose a couple more games, they might go after that Bradley Beal and give up whatever it is.
We were just talking about that. We said Bradley Beal for Duncan Robinson, Ty Hero, and 2 first. You
might have to give up a little bit more.
What else would you have to get to?
Duncan Robinson and Hero.
But if they're not winning this year, that first is a little bit more valuable.
If they give up the first this year.
Right.
Yeah, it's a little bit more valuable. No. It goes to the Thunder. The Thunder own that pick. The Thunder own the Miami pick. There's a pick swap straight down. That's when you look at Tankathon, it says the Thunder have it with the Miami Heat logo beside it.
All right, cool.
Miami's
How did Mitchell Robinson not get that tip? What?
Hold up. Yeah. I gotta check out Tankathon. Thank you for telling me that. So I guess they might have three Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson from Bill. You got to be convinced Beal is the missing piece.
Well, all these guys that are like scorers, like look at Harden.
Uh-huh.
He went for a haul. Like it might be 2 picks, maybe
Shut
the
the
two guys
ball.
with it could be Hero, Duncan Robinson, 2 picks and 2 pick swaps. They might have to put some swaps in there.
2 picks and 2 pick swaps.
Because you look, Harden went for 4 picks and 2 pick swaps, and then he went for another 20-point. They then moved. He went then for LeVert, but then LeVert was moved over in that 3 team.
Salute to poor Richard, by the way. Darley, salute, man. We got the Black God 2K20 salute, and also Montreal Connect salute. Frederick salute. What a go by? Screw that.
Yo, so what do you think of this Derrick Rose trade? Frank's not on the way out. It's DSJ, which
is DSJ out of all people.
You know what? It was it's cheaper. It's even a cheaper trade than we
Come
thought.
on,
It's very cheap trade, but fair enough. I mean, look, I think it's a fine trade. Definitely, he's going to be getting those starter minutes. He fits what Tom Thibodeau wants to do.
No, I think he's going to be on the bench. Like Tim made it. I think.
Bullock put a deep 3, and Bullock cannot make a 3.
I think what they're going to do is have a rotation. You're going to move quickly over to the backup 2. Rivers might get out of the rotation. You've quickly the backup 2.
How the hell?
D Rose the backup 1.
D Rose was hurt though earlier this season, right?
I don't think he was hurt. I just don't think he wanted to play. I think he's been wanting out.
There's no way. I don't see him not starting. I don't see him not starting over EP. It's just
what do you do with EP? Is you
give him spot minutes. You give him bum ass spot minutes. Like when you look at EP. Like he's not this crazy plus defender that people theorize or like try to say that he is, right? Because like when you look at when he's on and off the court, the offensive rating of opponents' teams are essentially the same.
But Sim made a good point this morning. Is Thibodeau refused in his rotation, no matter how bad EP is, so he might just put Rose as a backup 1.
But see, EP was there though because out of all the point guards, he was our better defensive point guard. So that's why he was always in the rotations. That's why, like yesterday, they kept every time Dame Lillard was there, they'll put in EP because he's our best. He is our best defensive point guard. And nice backdoor cut by Kendrick Nunn almost gets stolen. Bam Adebayo is such a solid player, and Kendrick Nunn shoots a 3, and that's off. But I definitely think that if Derrick Rose is healthy, I'm telling you, I just see him starting. You're talking about a guy who can still slash effectively. Is way more dynamic than EP when doing it, a little bit more consistent.
Deadly from the mid range.
Right. It's just 3-point shot. I think he's shooting 30.
And Sim tried to say about they're putting up the same stats, but I was looking it up. Derrick Rose only averaging 22 minutes, 14 points. Payton's averaging 12 points in 22 minutes or at 28 minutes.
Right. This is not the same.
To say that they're the same guy. It's not an upgrade.
No, it's not even close. They're not the same.
Because you're looking at the minutes. There, 14 points in 22 minutes, and then EP's putting up 12 points in 28 minutes.
One dude's coming off the bench being asked to be a slasher. Other dude's starting is asked to be a facilitator and a slasher scorer. Randall makes his first shot. Knicks are down 74-69.
So what do you think? They're going to let them all ride it out, and whoever wins the spot and the other one gets waived for a little while? Because I don't see them moving EP just yet.
They might. Well, EP might ask to be cut because he may think, "Hey, I want to go. Let me try to hang on to a contender."
I hope so because then, like, unless you're moving quickly over to the backup 2 and he's getting his 20-25 minutes backing up the 2 spot, quickly you're going to lose minutes.
I'm not sure. Because then you have Burks, but then Burks and Bullock can also share time at the 3, right?
Yeah.
But that might mean less time.
And then you got Rivers might be the one to get cut because he's the cheapest deal on the team as well. He's only making $3 million.
Yeah, he's not guaranteed. The next
2 years aren't guaranteed. Yeah, so the easiest one to get cut. But
he actually might get cut if you think of it. He might have more. They might actually, if you think about Rivers, he might garner you a second from a playoff team.
Yeah, and he wanted to be here too. It's just he's not performing.
Right.
But the thing is, you're losing 3-point threat because you have Rose and Payton aren't 3-point shooters. Rivers hasn't been good from 3, but at least he has that threat to space the floor.
Right. It's just he can
hit him. So
I mean, the easiest would be to just cut Payton because Payton might be like, "Hey, just get me out of here, whatever."
They should have just threw Frank's not going to get minutes. I think there might be another trade coming for like JJ Redick or some sort of shooter, and that's what you might see Frank and Rivers gone.
Could be because there's no. Yeah, Frank is done after this season. There's really no value to him.
I'm surprised Frank wasn't a deal because I knew Detroit have been looking at Frank for the past 2 or 3 years. They like Frank, his defense. They like his defense.
But DSJ,
So,
like,
but that's the thing is they had the option between Frank and DSJ in the second round, or they wanted DSJ.
I want to know what scouts still see in DSJ to really, and I'm not trying to issue on DSJ, just to see that, like, to say,
they have no point guard. Literally, the only point guard they have now is DSJ because Rose is gone. They only have
Delian Wright and Lee.
And then you have Killian Hayes is out hurt.
Yeah,
so
but DSJ ain't that guy.
He's gonna go in and probably start from them off day one. They want him to command the tank. They done.
Randall for 3. And that misses 76-71. We get back to the play-by-play, but there's some good stuff we're talking about with what's happening with the Derrick Rose trade. Oh, nice steal by Bullock on the break. Has Tyler Hero to beat. Drives to the basket for the layup, and that misses, but Burks gets it. And one. No and one by Burke.
But Guillermo, do you know what this is telling me? This is telling me they're going for the playoffs. They ain't sitting and just seeing what happens. That move is a playoff move.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's a low risk.
Low risk, high reward playoff.
Yeah, high-ish, medium-ish reward. I mean, look.
Which second did we give up, did they say?
Right. Suit to Illmatics, by the way, says surprises DJ. Yeah, I mean, that was relatively cheap. Again, for some reason, I thought Derrick Rose would go to a contender because there's some teams that can use the point guard position, but the Clippers probably would have done it if they had. But again, it's just a second, but the Clippers probably need everybody on deck.
Yeah, like Knicks fans are complaining about it, and I'm like, so you're basically getting a starting caliber point guard for a guy that you put in the G League and a second round pick.
Joe, it doesn't matter. They were gonna complain anyway. Yeah. People gonna complain. I'm seeing on Twitter. Twitter could be a cesspool
because they're worried about IQ. They're worried about IQ's minutes getting cut.
IQ is fine. Dogs. IQ was getting like 30 minutes over EP, who was getting 18 minutes. EP was starting. Trust me, Tom Thibodeau knows he has a combo guard. He wants the guy to close. There's a reason why they again, even the way they're playing IQ, they're pushing like people. And again, I don't think he's a so-called point guard. I think he's a combo guard, and there's no insult that. But they're playing him to score and close. They want him to score and close. That's valuable, especially as a do-it-all guard in Tom Thibodeau's system. Trust me, EP will get the back burner to IQ. IQ is a lot more. Go ahead.
Yeah, I agree with you, Guillermo. People are really like, complaining. I'm like, bro, the Knicks are not dumb. The Knicks know what they have in the menu quickly. Derrick Rose would be here for either about for the rest of the season to a year. Yeah. Alfred Payton's on his way out. Frank's on his way out.
You think Alfred's on the way out? Because Tim reckons Payton's going to be next year.
Personally, if I'm the Knicks, and this is me, I could be possibly wrong, but if I'm the Knicks, next year, I mean, look, you can go through either free agency or go through the draft to actually draft a point guard, a playmaker, someone that can actually distribute the ball and actually run a team, because we just have been lacking that for the last, 10 years. So I think the Knicks would do that and let quickly be a combo guard, either starting or coming off the bench. So again, the Knicks is fine.
Yeah, you're
literally trading DSJ, who's giving you literally nothing in a second round pick for Derrick Rose.
He's going to the G League. He was a guy you had the G League and then a second rounder.
I don't know what the Pistons are doing. I really don't. I don't understand it. But hey, the Pistons are going to be the Pistons.
They've done the same thing with Drummond. They gave Drummond away from John Henson and a second rounder. A guy who could average you 20 and 20 a night easy. And they gave him away for literally a third choice center in a second.
Another player that they're going to look to push off is Sekou Demboya, because that kid is just not hitting right with the team, like attitude wise. Like,
I would have took him in the deal. I would have given them Knox.
Well, I think they're going to try to get him first.
They probably think they get more for him, but he's not. And this is relatively. Oh, Suits Gail Barrett said, "Hi, G's. Rose is an upgrade. Knicks are going for a good for them. EP moving down the bench. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Yeah, EP is definitely moving down, man. They get it out to Butler. Spin move by Butler. Throws it away to Iguodala for the mid-range, and that's good. 79-73, man.
But you're looking at this game. EP must have seen what was going on last night on Twitter about it, because he looks lost here today.
He needs to freaking concentrate. You're a veteran. You should understand. Oh, nice alley to Mitch. But it gets intercepted by Iguodala. EP took probably, if it was a little bit earlier, maybe he could have beat it. And Butler draws the foul. Again, This is where the Miami Heat
And
can be
I
dangerous.
think this Rose move's going to help Mitch and help Obi when it comes to them alley-oops and backdoor passing and stuff because Derrick Rose is a better passer than EP.
Derrick Rose is okay.
Yeah, but the EP's trash.
Well, Derrick-
rather okay than trash.
Right, and Derrick Rose, I'm gonna look up his pass distribution, but it can't be as concentrated as EP's regarding his passing to just. And I don't think it is. Actually, I think I read it off in my video I did. Yeah, I think he has a way better pass distribution than EP, who literally was it almost 40% of his passes. Was it 38% goes to Randall? Because the thing about EP, he literally cannot operate away from Randall for the most part unless he slashes it back. And even when he slashes the basket, he uses Randall as kind of like that guy to kind of because everybody knows like, all right, he's going to just use Randall as a pick and roll. Sometimes defenders try to overplay it and then he'll drive to the basket. Burks with the 3 at the top of the key. Burks' shot just looked, damn, it's like over. Since that injury, it still looks flat.
He was good in the first quarter. I think he hit like 2 or 3 threes. And then he's just gone off.
We're not getting anything offensively, man.
Tyler Hero with the step back, and that misses 80-73 is the score. You got EP, Randall, Bullock, Burks, and Mitch. You get out to Bullock for corner 3. Make the open shot. Finally.
There you go.
Bullock is back. I believe he has.
Bullock's back.
Well, yeah, this is 7-3. He missed his past few threes. What does he have? He has 21 points now.
7 from 13 from 3.
Tyler Hero with the tough mid-range on Burks. Dribble drop, just drove on him, stopped and popped right near the foul line.
That kid's going to be nice.
Is he better than RJ?
Nah.
Because everybody's
RJ's on a bad team putting up numbers. Tyler Hero's in a great situation.
And by the way, his efficiency is worse than last year. Yeah, salute to Carrington LeVar, man. He said, I don't know if he's a better passer, Joe. Well, he's averaging more assists this year.
Let me say this, though. I mean, RJ Barrett is contributing to a team that's in the playoffs right now, so starting. So,
well, I mean, they were in the playoffs. He did play a vital. I can't say I can't claim playoffs yet, man.
He was last year. Hero was in the NBA Finals, but as I said, it's the situation around him. If you put him on the Knicks, would he be doing them numbers, or would he be looking as good? I don't think so.
Better. Yeah, exactly. It's a way. Oh crap! Pressure Chua Potakot. Oh crap! He's from he's from my mom's place. Or near my mom's place. Oh crap! That's crazy. Yeah. Potakot. I tell my mother that she's like, "Oh, what's his name?" Just
same as my mother.
AKA every mother in the world.
He has like a Niger, like Precious. The first name is always something like it's
he grew up in Brooklyn, right?
Did he? I don't even know.
I think he was born out there. I think he grew up in No. Sorry, that was Isaiah Stewart. He was born like Rochester, grew up in Brooklyn or something.
Got you. I'm gonna look at this picture too. I tell him, oh man. Woodshane, salute to Woodshane, man. Thanks for joining. Says I'd rather see Rose go to the Clippers. The Knicks not gonna know what to do with him again. I'm not sure about that. That first time with the Knicks with Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson didn't really want to be here.
Lost out of this trade altogether is the Clippers. If the Clippers couldn't give up the equal to the second rounder, they lost.
They can't give up nothing. The Clippers are at maximum capacity. Randall with a step back. That misses. Todd Gibson gets fouled. He goes to the line for 277. I'm sorry. Say it one more time.
If Kawhi might not re-sign because if they lose to the Lakers, they have no cap. They have no cap space. They have no picks. And he said
if he's healthy, you forget that. He said if he's healthy, he's testing the mark. He said that.
Yeah. So if get Worldwide West, get working.
Yeah, man. Wait, I'm slacking. What happened, poor Richard? What am I slacking at, man?
Who said?
Williams is he better than Jordan Hill? What am I slacking, man? Suit to TL, man. Suit to TL. Suit to Justin L.
Hey, Gimmo, I'm gonna say this, Gimmo. And people are calling. Listen, I talked to someone about it. I talked to a few people about it. People are calling me crazy. But if the Clippers don't do good, if they don't do good, and Paul George falls short, I'm telling you, I really think Kawhi will go to the Knicks. And people are saying I'm crazy, but look, right? We would have the cap space to do what we have to do. We would have the picks. We have the play. We have RJ.
The only thing is he's in his hometown, so he probably just wants a bigger deal from the Clippers. A lot of these guys say that crap, and they don't come to the Knicks. Now the Knicks turn into I don't say contender, but a guy
Well, a
Obi
playoff
Toppin.
team, then they
Yeah,
look more attractive to them guys. Because you look at the Nets. The Nets made the playoffs. Was it 1 year, 2 years maybe? And then they got all these guys, and they weren't a great team. Same with us. We are in a better situation because the Nets didn't have picks. They didn't have as good as young talent. We have good young talent picks. So if you, as I said to you before, Guillermo, like it's theory that if Beal is still available during free agency, you could get Beal here to lure Kawhi over, and vice versa.
yeah. It's just so tricky because a guy like Bill. I mean, you're gonna have Bill.
Kawhi, RJ,
Randall. About Precious, I'm slacking. No, I didn't know because Precious Achua. That's not a So, Port Richard, real quick, the people who live in like Port Court, I actually think a few people live in Port. So my people are called the Efik people. We live in southern Nigeria, and it's just Precious is just like that's a Nigerian name. Like you can have people who are Igbo, you have people who are Yoruba. Naming Precious is it's a Christian godly name like Precious, God, whatever. So it's hard. It's tough to really discern what the hell that is. Yeah, with that, it's so tricky because I don't want to be in a situation where you give up all these assets and you don't know how these two guys will play together, Kawhi and Bradley Beal. Because the Clippers right now, I put money on it. The Clippers could go back and possibly not do that deal. I feel like 50 to 60% of that so-called Clippers brain trust, aka Jerry West, would be like, for poor George, we probably shouldn't do it. So Kawhi, if you want to come here, you want to come here. But because poor George, poor George has been fairly decent here, but again, I don't think he's that guy. And they literally have no future. You know what I mean? Like
zero, no future, nothing.
They're done. I mean, they have some decent players. I mean, they have like some young guys like Jay Scrub, but again, he's years away from possibly doing anything. And they have Patrick Beverley's on his way out. Marcus Morris older, but still a solid player. Nicholas Batum has been kind of saving because his resurgence has come out of nowhere, but he's dumb expensive. Lou Williams obviously getting older. Luke Kennard they just signed.
Well, no, Batum they got off a waiver, so they weren't paying him cheap.
I thought, you're right.
They waited. The Charlotte Hornets stretched. The Charlotte Hornets stretched them.
Oh, you're right. My bad. Great take. They got Serge.
Well, I tell you, but Gim, I'll tell you this though, right? If you think about it, right, if the Knicks, let's say hypothetically, right, we get into the playoffs, we do good, we do decent, and Kawhi, because it's not just Kawhi. You got to think about Uncle Dennis. Uncle Dennis is the one that really wants Kawhi to be this global superstar, all this junk, blah, 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 blah. So, I mean, look, right, you got young guys and quickly, RJ, Randall's probably most likely going to be back. And you add Kawhi, and then you add a pick if you want to go that route and add a pick, maybe a la Jalen Suggs or that kid from the G League.
I think
you can do one of those
out of range because the way the Knicks are going, their pick is going to be less valuable. It's going to be like a lottery.
I'm talking about the Dallas pick.
I think Dallas are going to start winning some more games to get out of that. They might be late lottery too, and that's what annoys me. It's like the Knicks decide to start winning the year before possibly the best draft in 10, 15 years. Like, it's crazy. I'm like,
it's annoying, man. It's like when are we ever going to get the proper reset where everything's aligned? But let me get back to this game. Fourth quarter, you got Obi, you got quickly Taj Gibson, Rivers, and Burks in. You got Iguodala, Duncan Robinson coming around the screen, shoots a shot, and that misses. Rebound, Obi Toppin. 82-77 is a game. You got quickly in there. You got Bam Adebayo, Hero, Iguodala, Kendrick Nunn, and Duncan Robinson. Looks like Bam is in there as well, too. Bam is kind of playing off of, that should be 3 seconds playing away from Taj. It's not playing around Taj. Got Rivers now trying to look for Obi. 4 seconds left on the clock. He drives, gives it to Obi Toppin, shoots 3 at the wing. And it's good. No, what the hell? They called a foul? What? Give that to my son Obi, man. What are y'all calling? So that counts. Okay, yeah. 82-70. What y'all talking about, man? Y'all the refs just get me freaking pissed.
That has to count.
It's awful.
So what was the call? I can't have the volume on. So what was the call?
No, I don't know. Hold on, let me.
So it counts 82-80. What the fuck?
What's going on?
Yeah,
get it together, man. Holy crap.
What's the foul?
No, they didn't. They gave the point. I don't know.
They gave the point. So
yeah, they gave us the 3.
Kendrick Nunn schools quickly. That's another thing. Quickly has to learn how to get. Kendrick Nunn is what, 6 feet barely? Gotta learn how to.
He could be another guy throwing into a Beal trade.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be. Oh my gosh! Quickly gets lucky with that pass again. The Heat are double teaming our guards. A nice take by Rivers to cut into the basket.
Finally, he must have been
84, 82
stuff too.
Yeah, he has to wake up. He has to be more consistent, man. It's not. You don't have to shoot contested threes.
That's why I don't want to get rid of him, because he's one of them guys who could drop 40 on a night for you. Like, he's not consistent, but he's the 3-point threat. Like, we lack 3-point shooting as it is.
But you could do, honestly, if you want to be real, man, if the Knicks became better, they could do better than Rivers.
Yeah. Paul Richard said Randall needs a max deal. We don't need to worry about that until next year. And I'm not sure I'm giving him.
I'm not even giving him a max.
I'm not sure about a max deal. Oh, and nice off the backboard. What would his
max be?
Right off the glass by Adebayo, 86-82. Yeah, I'm not giving him. If one of our guys, if we get a guy like a Jalen Green, Obi drops a basket, tough take by Obi. Again.
Obi's starting
travel. And it's a Knicks ball. Kendrick Nunn, good defense by Quickly to get out travel. Again, guys, watch out for the little spurts by it's not necessarily just minutes. It's how they're utilizing Obi and what weaknesses they're working on regarding Obi's game. Nice baseline kicking and baseline Obi.
Like, Obi needed to get his timing back, because you look at 9 months off without competitive basketball. Then he got hurt. So it's just about getting timing and getting minutes.
Obi for another 3. That misses. Look like he kind of pushed that one. Didn't look as flowy as the other one.
I want Obi to get see, I just want him to keep going though, Obi. Keep going, man.
I want him to get minutes, but it's hard to get minutes with Randall balling out.
Yeah, they're trying to find ways to have his perimeter game develop so they could possibly put him in rotations with Randall. So,
and I heard someone mention about him. They're trying to put him at the 3, and I'm like, hell no.
Yeah. We were talking about that. That's what Coach Phillip Block was talking about.
Defensively, that'd be a mess.
Yeah, but that's why they're working on his defense now. Take him out of games and Kendrick Nunn with the 3 at the corner, the wing that misses. Rebound, Obi, nice rebound by Obi.
Well, you know, in the future going to the playoffs, Mitch should be played out of the playoffs, so they're gonna have to go small.
Oh, quick! Burks leaves his feet, gets out to Quickly. 10 seconds left on the clock. Yes, Kendrick Nunn drives, draws a foul. Nice take by Quickly.
They've been quiet tonight or today.
Yeah, Quickly has hold on. I apologize for these guys. I'm just copying some notes. Quickly today has 1 point, 11 minutes, 0 for 2 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3, 2 assists, 1 rebound, 1 block. So he hasn't been but again, look at what the Heat are doing. They're double teaming every ball handler, and if they get to any like of the wing areas, they trap them up top, try to get the ball in hand. Quickly drives, draws another foul. Quickly again is adept at doing this.
Yeah, and Chuck was complaining, Quickly does just draw fouls. I'm like, it's a good thing. It's easy buckets.
Look, Chuck is my guy, but Chuck, you know what you're saying is BS, bro. Yeah, like, it's just go ahead.
These kids grew up watching Lou Will and James Harden and Trey Young doing it now, and they see these guys doing it. They're like, all right, it's easy buckets, and the refs are going to call these. What I think Quickly needs to do though is develop a little bit of a mid range. Because what Chuck was saying was BS. Chuck was saying, he can't take a mid-range because he won't get fouled. I'm like, that's not true. Look at Trey Young pulls up with a mid-range, and guys bump into him. He just
I think Joe, I don't know why you listen to it, but I think that the thing with Quickly is that because one thing, he's not like he doesn't get close to the basket. One, because he's just not physically there. I think he just he doesn't have the physicality to kind of finish there. And then the mid-range with the floater, I just think that he got. They don't teach the mid-range to these guys, man. In AAU, in high school, it's just not a appreciated skill. It's done by some of the better players, but for the most part, guys coming from college, they don't really work on that. Like they don't really teach these guys in high school. So again,
that wasn't a travel from Hero.
He did take a mid range against the Bulls, so I'll give it to him. I think Tom Thibodeau is working on that part of his game, so we got to be a little bit patient.
Obi's hit mid ranges too, and Obi did mid ranges in college. He was inside outside guy. There was no mid range in his game.
Suit to SJ the third, man. Suit to Hinton Murphy, man. Hinton, the video chat is open if you want to join, bro. PD the Greek, salute. He says River 6 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists in 10 minutes. Rose will still be in the rotation. Well, yeah, I mean, he has a resume, so they're waiting for this guy to just be a little bit more consistent. I mean, I think they'll like a little bit more of these 10, 12, maybe 15-point games versus 128-point game every time we play the Jazz. And then
did they make that Rose deal official yet?
Bam for the mid range. Oh my gosh, Bam! What the? Mitch. Look at how Bam plays, bro. If you want to learn how to, if you want to develop a so-called shot, look at that.
This kid Bam Adebayo, man. This kid's
Obi
different,
and Obi's calling for the alley. Nah, they don't got it. Duncan Robinson still shading that area. Quickly again, 7 seconds left on the clock. Quickly drives. A little bit sloppy. Fadeaway shot, and it misses. Rebound. Oh, Bam. Oh, they said Bam got pushed out for the Heat ball.
Yeah, oh gosh, see, this is what really, really burns me up about just no point guard in the second unit, man. It's like Obi's open front alley-oop, yo, and it's just like
nah, he was guarded. I mean, it's tough to throw the alley because Duncan Robinson was still in that area. You had to throw it quick and high, which I mean wasn't the easiest of angles, but you know.
Like they're not getting Obi easy buckets. Like they're making it hard for him because he never gets touches.
Salute to Hinton and salute to Chablo. Just join us. And they kick it out to Tyler Hero. Drives on quickly. Keep your hands down. Taj Gibson tries to go for the block. Misses. Rebound. Obi. 90-86 is the score. 7:45 left to go in the fourth quarter. Rivers with the ball. Gets a pick by.
In order for us to win this game, somebody needs to get hot.
Quickly gets it out to Obi from the corner for the three. That's too short. Taj with the tough rebound. Throws it up. And it's good. Taj Gibson. Looking like old school Taj from the freaking Bulls.
I don't gotta see Noel anymore. Taj needs to backing up at center.
Someone put on Twitter that Taj is actually he's like number 6 in the NBA for blocks, even though he's not a consistently good defender. But you know he gets out of his box. Like, when he plays on the perimeter and he actually focuses, he's not bad. But
he gives a different dimension.
Double team by quickly got to get out of it. They get out to Obi driving baseline. And Obi with the dunk. Beautiful.
There we go.
The Knicks to get out of that
All
zone.
right.
Beautiful play by the Knicks to get out of that.
Obi needs a game like this.
Yes, Obi. Come on, boy. Let him know.
Once he gets confidence like this, I think that's the way you need to use him. He doesn't cut to the basket enough.
But the point guards miss him a lot when he's running.
Yeah,
so it's a double-edged sword.
Rose might help him a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Rose's speed and his quickness is definitely gonna be able to break down because quickly is. I like quickly, but when you throw those high zone looks at him, and sometimes when he doesn't have the pick and roll, he can't beat his man to the basket. But a guy like Derrick Rose who still has a quick first step. Yeah, I mean, you do that, and then you have whatever interior parts of that zone defense to come and collapse. You can have Obi running the baseline. You know what I mean, so. Definitely Derrick Rose will help over EP and even over IQ in some situations. So definitely Obi should get some better looks. Salute to Obi chicken bark. He said Obi.
And I think the team, I think the front office and
you backstage. Nick? Crap! What the fuck? My bad, yo, Nick. My bad. If there are 5 people, right? Once there are 5 people, I gotta scroll down so I can't see everybody. So I apologize for that, man. Nick get it.
Salute, Nick.
Nick gets his first day, his first free day in how many days? Now he thinks he should be in the chat. You know what I'm saying? When I give Nick the invitation, he's like, excuse me, I have to get sleep. I don't know if I could join your show. Look at him now. Now he has a free day. He's acting all privileged, man. It's disgusting.
I work tonight, man.
This guy, man. Salute, bro. Salute, man. How do you like this? The Derrick Rose trade, bro?
Is it complete?
Yes, it's done. DSJ and draft consideration.
Oh wow. Okay.
Just keeps going.
That's it.
That's it.
Wow. Okay. I don't know how to respond to that because that's like giving up nothing.
Yeah, it's that. Yeah, it's just it's weird.
Stealing.
It's yeah. DSJ and
DSJ. Like who wants DSJ?
But you know what? Does this signal the Knicks finally taking advantage of dumb front offices? Not to say that this is a groundbreaking deal, but if I'm gonna make a trade and give up Derrick Rose, you gotta at the very least. I'd rather take Knox, maybe. We're picking out of the trash, but Knox, DSJ, and Frank. And DSJ has the lowest value out of those 3. Come on, I'm not.
I would have taken Frank before I took DSJ. That they got 10 in the trash can, man. Like, jeez.
And they do have a few forwards too. They still got Sekou Demboy. They got a few forwards, so probably Knox wouldn't be the guy. But salute to Ronald Miller, by the way, man. Ronald, if you want to come up, bro.
Ronald Miller, salute. But the great thing that Nick G, I love you. What he said was for nothing because since we've been successful thus far, right? This season, if you will, and even last season, we was crap, right? But
Yeah.
for nothing, Dennis Smith ain't do anything. So what Nick G said was like it could compute if you think about it for nothing because he ain't did nothing. He didn't contribute to even the losses or the success, if you will, this season.
No. Well, this season, but last year he contributed to some losses.
Yeah, he contributed to losses, but this season thus far, he ain't did anything. So, like you said, I think people it has to compute. That was for nothing.
Salute to Marklin Barrett. He says there's going to be more trades. There are 18 million under the cap.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy. And Elfrid Payne fakes the three, drives to the basket, pushes off, throw the float up, and it's good. 92-92. Knicks are fighting back again. The Heat don't look as sharp as they did last season.
I don't like the fact that you like ahead of me now.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, because he got the Fios now. Guemo, he's stunting on us.
I don't like you guys bragging with your cables, and I was using freaking MSG Go, which was Elfrid Payne throws another floater. Elfrid Payne does not know how to he does not have finesse.
Why did he do that though? I understand you, but damn, why did
he
do that?
At the hoop, it's just whoa, chop. Come on, chop. You know better. Valix Prime Sports, salute, bro. Joe Curry. Come on, I can't play this stuff in the back. I don't want to get cut off, man. And a lot of people getting in trouble.
I'm sorry.
You good, bro. Salute. Ronald Miller, my guy, salute. Let's get back to the game. Detroit is a bad organization. Yes, we should take advantage of them. And Bowler, why would you come behind Burks? You're a better player than that.
I think this is the perfect team that they should be playing against, though, because, even though Miami's record is not good, the one thing they do is they play hard every game. So you kind of know where you stand. So these next two games to me are real important because you're playing against a playoff team. To me, right. They're not more talented than the Knicks, but they just outplay you and they out execute you. So you know where you stand. In the big picture.
And just more so, I mean, me personally, the playoffs come is more about development of these younger players, right? That you want to see here next year. You know what I mean? Whenever you're playing, you want to see these guys elevate their games. Whenever you're playing against, conference final contender type teams. And granted, the Heat are not as strong this year, but just playing against these top teams, seeing how they execute down a stretch. And if you beat them, that's great. But just having that experience, I think. It's paramount to the development of some of these guys, man.
Yeah, but the thing that's disappointing right now is that RJ is not on the court.
Yeah, he's not having a good game.
He's
not coming back in.
Yeah, he's not playing.
Again, look at the Heat double team up high, but then it's like the Knicks don't know how to break it quick enough. Randall shoots it, and mid-range is good, 94-94. The thing about it, the Knicks can't always depend on one-on-one play by these guys, man. That offense is not balanced enough. At times. And my gosh, Bam fakes, almost catches Mitch. Lord Jesus. Duncan Robinson, again, using a screen by Bam. Bam has a ball, has Julius Randle about 5, 6, 7 o'clock. Randle.
Good D.
Down. Good steal. Good hit out by Randle. Burks on the break, but has nothing to do with it. Kicks it out to Payton. Randle with the ball up top. Tells Rivers to chill out. Has Bam by himself. ISO. Almost double dribble. Kicks it out to Rivers, who shoots 3 from the wing. Rivers. Olynyk fakes a 3, gets it to Tyler Hero.
Shivers.
Gets out to Jimmy Butler, top of the key. 4:21 left to go in the fourth quarter. Jimmy Butler drives on Mitch. Step back shot, and it's good. Jimmy Butler has made a habit of making that little drive and then lean.
That's his shot.
Yeah, he's doing that all about the playoffs last year. And Payne, again, double team, the Heat of throwing. Knicks don't know how to really break it. And the interior to get out to Payne, who kicks out to Rivers, fakes a shot, gets it back out to Payne, and drives to the basket. Reverse layup, and that misses. Rebound, Duncan Robinson, 96-94. Payton, got to make those shots, boy.
See, this is where I told you you're going to need a closer, and there's no closer. We got to see if Randall's a closer, but I don't think so.
Nah, Randall's being forced to do that. He's not a natural go-to guy like that.
Yeah. So this is where with the trade for the closer, this is where that comes in, or the draft for the closer comes in.
So Derrick Rose would have made that?
He would have made a layup, probably.
Okay.
I don't know why.
What happened to Rivers? You got smacked in the
Elfrid
face.
Payne just he misses some gimmies, man. Let me see what you guys saying.
You
Darius,
can't hear the background no
Darius,
more, right? You can't hear the background no more. I turned the thing off. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll hear it. I don't hear it.
I bet.
I apologize, Darius. You're 96-94 is a score. I have to keep manually updating this, so I apologize. 94. So now it's 97-94, probably 98-94. And Bullock is coming back into the game for Burks, is it? So they definitely want some defensive stops. Jimmy Butler's still the line. It's freaking turnip head. Makes a second shot. 98-94 is a score.
So yeah, he should sub. Like I understand it, but he should sub out Burks and have RJ in there just for the experience right now. Like, you know.
I mean, the rotations always had issues during the season, but again, RJ Barrett's not been on this game. Look, I think he's trying to do a twofold, trying to win plus get the youngsters some experience. I mean, there've been some issues where in better scoring games, RJ Barrett wasn't utilized at the end of games. This one is a little bit more, I wouldn't say understandable, just because RJ Barrett is just not having it today. So if he wants to win, it may not be the best to go to a guy like RJ Barrett, especially when Burks has he has
the range. He's a better shooter, but in the big picture of things, Burke may not even be here next year. RJ definitely is. So for me,
I will say that I understand today why he's not playing late. I understand today,
but it's only a 2 point. It's only a 2-score game. So this is like 0-0 still.
Salute to Mothman. He says, "Why does Tom Thibodeau change the rotation? We're doing good." To Real King, yes, the D Rose trade is official. DSJ and draft consideration, aka second round pick, will be going to the Detroit Pistons for Derrick Rose. Jalen Green is a leader. Yes, he is. I'm just joking.
A second round pick. We didn't give him no first rounds. Who's that? Who said that, Guillermo?
We didn't give up any first rounds. YouTube watch it. I don't want to talk about yesterday, bro. We don't have to talk about yesterday. It's okay, man.
What happened yesterday?
Don't worry about it. It's fine, man. It's another. Don't worry about it.
Wait, did I do something wrong, Grandma? It wasn't me, right?
No, Choplo. You're fine, bro.
I know, because when Isaiah make the empanadas, I don't know. I think he put something else inside of it, and I don't know.
Yeah, he tried to put something called food, but it was rotten. So
but when I eat it,
if you ate those,
your girl liked it though. Your girl liked it. She was like, "Papi, todo carraba."
I love when y'all go at it.
Good job for you. I don't know what that means.
Gable's an idiot, Chop. That's why I go at him.
What was it? What did you say? Jermaine Royce, salute, man. Salute. I don't know what this guy said. Papi, whatever. His shrimp chicken. Well, yeah, shrimp chicken sauce. Don't just put a freaking KFC garbage bucket style food with mashed potatoes, corn, and
yo, your girl was like, "Oh, tu papa papi, oh negro, oh my god."
You those bad shrimp. So you even buy good shrimp. You got those shrimp from
get out of here
from Pathmark or freaking Stop and Shop.
First of all, we don't.
Yo, Grandma, you can't front. Remember, we still here in Brooklyn, New York. In Connecticut, they get some stuff from Nova Scotia. They getting some of that good seafood over there in Connecticut. You gotta relax. We can't hate on them.
Now we got some good seafood places out here, man. Some guys, some good ones.
But it's probably more in the outskirts, right, where the water is, right?
Yeah, it's by the water, by the shore and stuff.
Yeah, fresh seafood is amazing. Like,
now you know what's crazy, Gilbert? For real, I was gonna see if it wasn't snowing, man. I was gonna hit you up and see if I'll come out there to watch the game with you, but I don't like you that much to travel in the snow.
Yeah, I don't like you that much to pick up the phone call. So Randall drives, gets it out so quickly drives, throws an alley for Mitch, and it's good. Risky play by the Knicks. They couldn't get anything going. 98-96, 3:19 left to go in the fourth quarter. Let's get it. Let me see. Isaiah said all the food he likes in Espanol. I see why.
Yes, sir.
Rose. 98-96, and the Heat call a timeout. Rivers too scared to shoot it. Rivers. He takes bad shots, bro. Quickly throws at the floater. Showing it again for Mitch, and Mitch easy dunk the alley. Good breaking of the zone by the Knicks. Even though I like to see more of a proper zone breaker, but good play by the Knicks.
And there was nobody else we could have bring off the bench, but Rivers, right? I don't know.
Say it one more time, sir.
No, there was nobody else that we could have off the bench to play with these guys besides Rivers, right? Or
I mean, who else do you want to play? I mean, you got Rivers. Burks is already playing. You got Rivers, Burks. I mean, Quickly's already playing. What, you going to play? The only three other guys, Kevin Knox, Ntilikina, and Pinson. Pinson knows he ain't going nowhere.
Pinson's just there for the team support.
Yeah, he's there for, I would love to get paid.
So that means the guys that's on the trading block, they're not gonna get no burn. Frank might be on the trading block and Knox.
Healthy, especially Frank. Frank just he can't stay healthy to save his life.
But Knox and Frank might be on the trading block as well.
Knox
you guys said it earlier. Y'all alluded to it earlier. Don't think that's the only trade that might happen with DSJ and
Pedro Mato, salute. Yeah, the only thing that's attractive about Knox right now is to say you have an extra year control. So if anybody sees value in him, they may want to trade for that versus a guy like Frank who's a free agent next year. Yeah, Frank. I don't know about Frank, man.
So let me ask you a question. Didn't they say something about Reggie Bullock, the 3-point shooting for the Knicks? Was that Spreewell who set that record or broke the record for I guess 3 points in a game? Is he gonna break that record or no?
I thought that was
JR has it.
JR. Oh, okay.
JR. I thought it was wasn't it Tony Douglas that hit the 9 threes or 8 threes in one game?
No, it was either Tony or JR. I think it was either one of those.
JR. Mitch gets a rebound, almost tries to hit out of bounds. That's the most cleverest play that Mitch Robinson has done in a while. Burks get over the half court line, got a little curl action with quickly he moves out. Randall to get it back out to Burks, who drives to the basket, throws it up. Wild play, but Mitch just grabs the ball and dunk it. He tries to put up quickly, and that doesn't work.
Mitch in those hands
to the Heat. Bullet with the ball.
Come on, Mitch.
2:30 left to go in the fourth quarter. Gets the pick by Bam Adebayo and Bullock. Bullock gets around the screen. Mitch is helping out. Nice pass to Elio Olynyk for the dunk.
Mitch got to run over there and block that.
Terrible defense by the Knicks.
You got to run over there and block it.
All right, this is. It's a learning experience.
And the and one, man. Come on, man.
Oh, and that was the and one, right?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I really thought Kelly Olynyk was the next Dirk. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Kelly Olynyk was wow. That was a big swing and a miss. To Greg, and quickly with the ball, he double team gets out to Randall. You got 3 guys up top. Somebody needs to cut.
Somebody needs to flash to the
no movement off the ball. Burks for the 3 near the wing, and that's good. 101 and 99, big shot by Burks. But look at that lack of movement by the Knicks. Like you can't stagnant and making that pass, man. Holy.
Well, they've been doing this for I don't know how many years with no ball movement. Nobody's cutting. Nobody moves without the ball. Everybody's supposed to stand around.
Right. It's just
on Hero.
And they've been doing it for years.
Good move. Gets out to Hero somehow. Hero still driving. 3 seconds left on the clock. Bam Adebayo drives to the basket. Good things by the Knicks, and they call a foul on Mitch. Oh, the defense just broke down. Joe, salute to Joe. Who's this, Joe? Is this Joe Madden? Which Joe is this?
Man, you got to flash to the free throw line when they trap, yo. That's basketball 101. Flash.
For a team that really wants to protect the paint, man. Well, Lord have mercy.
Gave up on that, man. And Mitch, of course, leaves his feet. And then they call. I thought that was a BS.
And I'm not gonna lie to you. When Butler fell, Reggie Bullock could have grabbed the ball and pushed the ball on a fast break. It's that timing. If you look at that replay and all that. Oh shit, Iguodala. Sorry. Yo, look at his hairline. He got like a different ball spot in the middle.
Observation of the day. Thank you very much for that one.
You got that Kevin Durant going on.
Chop low, man. 103.99 is a score, man. Chop low. You're a treat, man. You're the guy.
No, I'm sorry, sir.
No. I thought that was hilarious, man. Keep doing that, man. I'm flabbergasted by some of your takes regarding people's hairlines and it's 103. This stupid banner, man. OBS, you were freaking good, man. Screw OBS. Holy shit.
I'm not gonna lie. I would have liked to see Obi still in the game.
I mean, look, they want I think they're going with the veterans. They want, Randall in there, obviously, for the ISO scoring. Mitch in there for the defense, running the. Well, he doesn't really run, but.
And it's a closeout situation. Who's going to close out, right?
Obi and Randall would be a disaster defensively, and Obi and Mitch would be a disaster offensively. So, and Obi has time to grow, man. He's not that place where he's closing games. Quickly's game is just a little bit more developed right now as a so-called combo guard, and it fits what Tom Thibodeau wants to do. So you're gonna see him, closing these games. But give time to Obi. Obi has time, man. Like let's not kill Tom Thibodeau's development with Obi. I know he only got 10 minutes tonight, 3 for 6 from the field, 1 for 3 from 3, 7 points, 4 rebounds, 1 steal. I mean, let's be paid. Again, Obi is he's a very unfinished product. So it would have been really ugly in some of these close games having Obi out there. We're down. Oh, hold up. Did I say we're up? No, we're down.
No, we're down.
We're not, yeah. I put that in the
Quick
score.
question: Why is Frank Ntilikina stretching?
Come on. Hey.
He might get traded during the game. I don't know.
Wait, was that a 5 seconds?
Grimy, let him live, man. He's trying to fill.
Was that a 5 seconds? Seriously?
Time out.
Timeout. I really hate they don't show the freaking timeouts anymore. MSG, if you're listening, you're not, but you got to go back to showing the little dots, the little yellow dots below the score, man. That little black line thing, it doesn't do anything. Show the timeouts again, man. Almost Zen, salute, man. Heartbreak Nova, salute. We're losing to the Heat. I swear, cut the playoff talk on God. Yeah, I don't care about the playoffs. We make it. I don't really care about the playoffs. Was Tibbs just telling Burks it's okay to pass once in a while? I didn't say Obi is an old rookie. I expected more of a polished player. Look, again, I think that Obi was a Rose guy. I think Tom Thibodeau's trying to make the best of a weird situation with Obi. And again, Obi's game, I think some scouts get excited when they see a kid playing amongst boys in college. Obi's game needed a lot of development. A lot of that dominant power play was not going to work easy in the NBA because he's not a physically, imposing player like an AD. You know what I mean? And a lot of parts of this game are lacking, right? Shooting, touch, footwork down low in the post. So it's going to take some time, but
we're not getting blown out. So
we're not getting, again, this is a Heat. Like I know the Heat are not doing good this year, but they're head and shoulders above us with talent, execution. This team was in the finals last year. I know it was
and you got to think about it. We're close, and RJ Barrett has a bad game.
Randall with with Butler on him. Randall shoots the corner 3. That misses. Rebound. Bam Adebayo. 1:25 left to go in the fourth quarter. 103-99.
And if they get a bucket here, this game is over.
New just clicked on the link in the YouTube chat. Oh, all right, Joe. Yeah, you can come back and you just gotta say something, man. You mad quiet, bro. Bam Adebayo is looking for Duncan Robinson. Again, they have a great rapport. Get out to Duncan. Again, it's Bam Adebayo. He loses the ball. Rebound quickly. Oh. And Bam was possibly going to get fouled by Randall the way that he was going up. Randall gets quickly gets a real quick pick. Double team now. Leaves his feet. Gets out to Randall. Now he has Iguodala on him. Iguodala looks like he's fouling, but they don't call it. Burks with the ball.
What is it?
Shoots it from near the corner. That misses. Rebound. Tyler Herro. Don't say you're going to call the foul that they don't. And quickly, it looks like they're trying to double team Butler. About 40 seconds left to go. They do, but then they get it back out to Iguodala. Gets out to Bam. Gets out to Tyler Herro for the wing 3, and that's game. 106-99. Knicks defense just kind of fell asleep there, but yikes.
This is where you need the closer.
Exactly.
Also
who's going to close the game out?
The 3, and that misses. Book just second half. That 3-point magic just faded away.
That was a rush shot, right?
I don't mind a rush shot. They needed points, but
yeah, they needed to get a quick basket. So yeah, this thing is over.
Bullock was relatively open. Again, Bullock is just he giveth and he taketh. Even though look, he shot well today. I can't kill him, but clutch shots. We can't get
him and Randall played the best games today.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
You can't knock them today.
And
there was some calls from the ref that was not in our favor as well.
Never depend on the refs, man. Never.
Ever.
They will never help you out, man.
In our favor.
Knicks sloppy.
Hey man, we did good on. Oh jeez, I mean Butler just lived on the free throw line today.
The basket layup is good. 108 to 101, 7-point lead with 14.2 seconds left to go. Knicks trap, but it doesn't work. Iguodala kicks it out to Duncan, who kicks it out to Bam, and that should be the game. But they foul him. They foul him just for the culture. Knicks B-ball 08. He said Knicks are greater than ish. Yeah, we're not ish, man. I would say that we're overperforming right now with good coaching. So I give the credit to Tom Thibodeau, getting these guys to play up to this level again against a playoff, Eastern Conference Finals contender this year. You know, I don't know. I don't think they're going to beat the Nets, even though the Nets have no defense. Bam Adebayo makes his first shot. Hey, Mitch, take some notice from how Bam Adebayo plays that mid-range game, and maybe you can start shooting shots. Also, look at his free throw shooting. By the way,
hey, Grandma, Randall's been on the bench.
Hold up, Chop. I'm going to say it again. Randall doing great this year. Don't get me wrong, but the Knicks don't have that lethal assassin yet. No, we don't. We don't have a go-to guy. We don't have a closer. Go ahead, Chop.
No, I was saying Randall been on the bench for this whole closeout, right?
Randall's right there.
Not Randall. RJ Barrett.
RJ's sitting.
Right. Sorry.
Shot, but the Knicks lose 109 to 30. 109 to 103. Let me just say this real quick. I'll let you guys do the post game. And I'm going to be quick today because I got to do some Super Bowl. Get ready for the Super Bowl. Let me see what you guys saying. So, yeah, Knicks lose 109 to 103. Relatively close game. The Heat pulled it out. The Knicks tonight shot 48.2% from the field, 37% from three, led by Bullock's superlative perimeter shooting. Oh, whoa, I was reading the Heat. My bad. Knicks shot 44% from the field, 38% from three. Bullock, who went 7-14 from the three-point line, 7 for 17 from the field for 21 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds, 4 steals. Julius Randle, 26 points, 10 for 18 from the field, 3 for 8 from the three-point line, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 block. Elfrid Payne, 7 points. Mitchell Robinson, 6 points. RJ Barrett, only 3 points, 1 for 6 from the field, 1 for 3 from 3, 2 rebounds, 1 steal. Obi Toppin, 10 minutes, 7 points, 1 for 3 from the three-point line, 3 for 6 from the field, 4 rebounds, 1 steal. Taj Gibson, 9 points. Had some solid rebounds, 3 rebounds, 4 from the field, 1 assist. Austin Rivers, 6 points, 0 for 3 from the three-point line, 2 5 from the field, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Alec Burks, 13 points, 5 for 9 from the field, 3 for 6 from 3, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Emmanuel Quickly, 5 points, 1 4 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. And then on the flip side, the Heat shot 48% from the field, 37% from 3, led by Bam Adebayo, who went off for 24 points, 10 for 17 from the field, 4 for 6 from the stripe, 11 rebounds, 5 assists. Next up, Jimmy Butler, 17 points, 3 for 11 from the field, but he went to the line shooting 11 for 12 from the stripe. Kelly Olynyk, 15 points, 6 for 13 from the field, 2 for 9 from 3. Kendrick Nunn, 16 points, 6 for 11 from the field, 4 for 7 from 3. He started today. Duncan Robinson, 12 points, 4 for 10 from the three-point line, 4 for 10 from the field, 6 rebounds. And then Tyler Herro from the bench, 16 points, 7 for 13 from the field, 2 for 3 from the three-point line. They had 44 rebounds. We had 44 rebounds. They had 25 points. We had 23 points. But guys, take it away. Give me some color to this game. Again, I missed the.
Hey, Guillermo, you on mute?
My bad. You guys hear me? My bad. I hit the mic a little bit. So, guys, give me some color as to what went wrong in today's game. Again, I'm not plussed about this. I think this is good development for some of these players. I thought Obi had a decent game, and again, the Heat, we had some issues breaking out of that zone, or not the zone, but the traps they set up. Obviously, Julius Randle have a great game, RJ Barrett have a good game. Julius Randle had a really good game. Bullock was hot early on, made about 5 threes in the first half. But again, this is experience. We were sloppy at times, trying to break out the zone. Guys making passes, leaving their feet. The defense, I thought, was really piss poor in the first half. They scored 60 points in the first half. We couldn't get stops. We couldn't contend with the off-ball movement. Guys like Duncan Robinson, Kelly Olynyk were getting some backdoor screens. The perimeter defense, I thought, was poor. But guys, take it away. I don't want to pontificate. What were the issues in today's game?
Can I say one thing? And I'm gonna let my man
Chop.
Big Zay say after me. But I watched the game with you guys, and I'm looking. Everybody, but Mitchell Robinson was a lot of defensive sequences. He failed on it. or that caused us or caused the other team to score on his defensive sequences. Am I lying? I saw
The
it.
one where he jumped on, was it Kelly Olynyk who scored the N1 or Bam who scored the N1?
Yeah, that was just one, but it's so
Right.
many other things, if you will, right? I guess maybe I don't know, but Zay, go ahead. I'm sorry, but I think and I love
Why are you
Mitch.
apologizing?
No,
I don't know
because
why
I
you
love
apologize.
Mitch. I love Mitch, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm like, I saw things. I'm like, dude, damn. And I saw. Was that the first half? Julius Randle was like,
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
Darryl Ebanks, by the way, salute, bro. And Mr. Rocket, salute, man. And B-Man, salute. Go ahead, Isaiah. And Brian Rodriguez, salute, man.
yeah, I mean, I seen Bam Adebayo pump fake Mitch and what's his name? What's the other Taj? He pump faked them a lot, got him out these sneakers. I mean, it's kind of hard because Bam Adebayo was a perimeter kind of guy, and he just does everything so well. He's a great player. We missed a lot of assignments. We missed perimeter players. Like you said, defense was garbage in the first half. I mean, the Heat defense wasn't really good either because it was a 1-point game. But again, we let them score 60 points in the first half. Definitely wasn't good. Then we missed a lot of assignments in the second half, man, and we weren't hitting shots. It's a game. I don't know. It was a matinee game, back-to-back game. I don't want to use that as an excuse, but we just missed a lot of our assignments today. But they'll bounce back.
Was fatigue a factor in the first half?
I won't say it was in the first half because I mean they were pretty much up to par with the Heat, scoring-wise and everything. I think to me, I don't want to really make no excuse for RJ. I just think RJ wasn't really up to par today. He was bound to have one of those games. Again, I won't really count fatigue for this game because again, we were pretty much into it. And I didn't see guys really having fatigue shots. It just again, our defense sometimes just we sag off and we don't pick up on players and we just sometimes it's really bad sometimes.
Okay. We got I don't know, who is this? Chris? Oh, Christopher Hall, man. Salute, bro.
Hey guys, what are you doing?
We're chilling, man. So just covering this game that we just lost to the Heat 109-103. Go ahead. All right, go. Nick G, go ahead. Give us some color.
Take on it real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
The New York Knicks played good, and the one player that I think we need to trade for to win a championship is Kawhi Leonard. And salute to you, Chop. Good seeing you again, man.
Yeah, nice seeing you, bro. We're definitely not. They're not making that trade for Kawhi Leonard. Our best bet would be free agency. He's definitely not leaving. I don't see him leaving LA. He probably just try to get more money somehow from the Clippers. As he said, he's going to test free agency if he's healthy this season. But test the market or enter the market or whatever he said, play the market. So we're definitely not getting Kawhi Leonard. But that would be a heaven sent.
I think we can get him in free agency maybe this summer.
Maybe we probably have like a 2% chance to get him. But look, if the Knicks overachieve this year, and they make this team more make it stable. We need some stability with the front office. We need stability with coaching. We need a discernible playing style. And if we do that, I think we become a lot more attractive to where we can get guys like Rondo to want to come to the Knicks and not deny us and say, yeah, I don't want to go to the Knicks in the offseason like he did this year. But definitely, man. But let me get to Nick. Oh, go ahead.
Do you think Bradley Beal would be a good trade to go get?
You'd have to give up too much for Bradley Beal. Whichever team he's going to get traded to, the Wizards are going to fleece the crap out of them. And if you're a bad team like the Knicks, not say bad, but if you're a team that has not been doing good like the Knicks and you have a reputation for making these hasty deals, they're going to try to fleece us. So, and we also don't have enough talent.
Who do you guys think we should get?
I mean, the one guy I wouldn't mind getting, even though I'm not sure, I'm not giving up the farm for him. I think Zach LaVine would be excellent for Tom Thibodeau. a guy again who he has to just choose better. He just needs to refine to his game, choosing better shot selection can improve his defense. But if he came here, was just asked to be, I won't say just asked to be, but allowed to be a closer, doesn't have to carry the team by himself. Will play under Tom Thibodeau, will not discipline, but put him in proper offensive and defensive disciplines as well. Put him in proper position to succeed as a better defender. To become a better defender, I definitely think he could be that type of forward who would be excellent for the Knicks. And we got my man Chuck B. Looking
Good
like he's
seeing you again, Chuck. Salute.
Yeah, salute to Chuck. That's Chris saying salute to you. By the way, Chuck has, I don't know where Chuck gets the Century 21 clearance rack hat from. What is that, Polo?
He's trying
to and Chuck gets this hat that it tries to make the logo so subtle. Like, Chuck, you're not like, what are you trying? You're not cool, bro. Like, you're not fly. Like, stop with this. Why? Who are you trying to? He beats Mo in the debate, and now he thinks he's like the hottest ish in the world. Like, bro, it's Mo.
I know.
Mo. Now he's trying to act like he's not plus about it. First of all, let me get to Nick because I know we all know what Chuck is going to talk about. But let me get to Nick so he gives color on this Nick game. By the way, congrats on your BS win yesterday. But go ahead, Nick.
What is the win yesterday? I don't get what happened.
He beat Mo and some
guys.
Yeah, what's up, Chris?
Mannequin challenge.
Can I tell something to my man? Can I tell something to my man?
To who? Chuck? Chuck is your guy? I think he might be frozen.
Chuck.
Oh, yep.
CHOB.
Chob?
Chop? Is he talking about Chop?
Oh, Chop Low. Yeah, go ahead, Chris. Chris, you there? All right, hold on. All right, let's get back to Nick.
He's my buddy.
He comes back.
I just wanted to tell to him.
Yo, Chop, you hear that?
I just wanted to tell Chop.
So Chop Low, you got a fan. Yo, you got a few fans in here, Chop. A lot of people like your and your pause. I know Chuck your little Alice, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yo, he gotta fix his connection, man.
Yo, Chris, hold up. Let me let Nick go, man, because your connection is going in and out, man.
Salute to you, my man. I love you so.
Thank you, sir. Go ahead, Nick.
That was funny. Just like the Chicago game, we lost the first game. Let's see what the adjustment is going to be the second game. Okay. They did something a little bit different. They bum rushed the ball handlers. Now, I didn't see the first half, but I mean, the second half really speaks for itself. They played hard. Look at the time period that Obi and Quickly played. They played like an extended period. It wasn't like chopped up minutes, and it was extended. So what they did was productive. It was plus minutes. Let's see what they do next time. Just got to give it time. That's all you got to do. Just give it time.
And by the way, I forgot who it was. Damn, who called this out? It wasn't Coach. It was maybe it was Ron. It was Ron Miller. They ran the pick and roll on baseline run for Obi today. That's where he got that nice little dunk. Utilizing Obi as this a guy again. People want to call him Amari Stoudemire or whatever, a clone. But again, Tom Thibodeau, again, he only played 10 minutes. Was it 10 minutes tonight? I believe I have 7 points, 5.7 points. They're trying to find ways to expand this kid's game so they could possibly put him in rotations with Randall. Because again, you have Randall and Obi in there, your front court defense is going to be terrible. So again, disciplining Obi right now when he makes defensive mistakes, it's not a bad form of teaching the kid because he's so inept. I won't say so inept. Excuse me. He's just not good on defense. Right, he has high hips. There's certain just limitations to him. And he's never truly developed solid defensive fundamentals in college, or even I guess from high school. So again, just be patient with Obi. You're gonna. I like what they did today regarding Obi. How do you? And I for the most part, I know people get mad at the minutes. I have really no problem with how to developing him with his game. Again, if you want to play him to his so-called strengths, a lot of that is going to get in the way of Randall. And what's the point of basically making his development in the same path where his game is just going to basically replicate Randall versus try to have them complement each other at one point. So
just one more thing about Obi, you got to understand, like, if we were losing and he was getting minutes, right? There's no bar set. You got to have a bar that these guys got to climb over to know, hey, look, just like let's use Kevin Knox. Kevin Knox has to be better defensively than Bullock to get into the rotation.
Yes.
If he gets there, he'll play minutes. Right. Same thing for Obi. If you're playing good defense, then you could climb over that bar, and now you could start playing 15, 20 minutes a game. Mm-hmm. And now Randall could get more rest. But until then, I mean, just like tonight, let's use RJ and what's his name? Burke was hitting tonight. You wasn't gonna sit him over RJ because RJ was not hitting. So he wasn't making the bar. So sit your behind down, just look at the game, learn, and then come back next time. I mean, a lot of people are sensitive about rotations and all that stuff like that. Look, come in ready. I don't care what time of day it is. Like we can't just give up stuff. We're in the playoffs. Like we're learning how to win, but we're in the playoffs right now. So you can't just give stuff away. Every single minute is just an important minute. You can't try to lose any minute at all. To play Knox, to lose minutes, basically, that's losing minutes. It's negative.
By the way, the Knicks are shooting around. See, sorry to cut you off. Obi, Knox, and Taj are shooting after the game. So go ahead, Nick.
Put it in that work. But that's all I'm saying. It's just put in that work. We'll see what the Rose effect would be. And
we talk about that.
That's gonna be deep.
That's good. Yeah, let's see. Chuck, and salute to a few people, man. Before I get to Chuck, man. Shaw France, Winston Ellis, salute, man. Franco Baldo, Ahmad Ashan, salute. Ronald Miller, my guy, salute. Yes, they definitely ran that side pick and roll. Obi Reek 03, salute. Knicks Worldwide, salute. Judge Wise Truth. I love that name, man. Salute. He says Obi the best Knicks players. I've seen it. They're not freezing him out, man. He says word is bond, man. Salute. They're not freezing him out, man. I think you just got to be a little bit patient on his development. Ernest Jester, Payne and Rivers together, both her and the team, they give you nothing. Rivers, to me, he bugged me out just because, like, he's trying to do too many flash plays, shoot threes with the defense draped on him. When he had that nice little layup, it's like, guys, simply you're a role player, a decent role player. Simplify the game. Stop trying to take these threes where the hand is draped all over your face and these little try to crush you over, shimmy you. It's dogs. Hit the open shots. If you don't have it, pass. If you can drive to the basket, do so. You know what I mean? But let me get to Chuck.
Wait, Chuck, please chime in on your trade. I know you just lost part of your family.
Oh man.
All right. For one, back on yesterday, real quick.
He's so petty. Go ahead.
No. I take no credit on beating Mo. It was supposed to be a straight 3-0. And being that I gave him a round, that's a shout out to him for getting around for somebody in my caliber. So shout out to Mo, even though I handed you that round.
I'm a battle. You I killed you the first time.
Chill. I like you, Nick. Don't do that to yourself.
I will kill you again.
Nick, you're a nice guy.
Chuck, you getting a little bit too big for your britches?
I'm getting who?
You getting too big for your britches, son.
No. No, my britches are too big. I got to fill them in.
Oh, let's go. Hold on. Wait, Nick.
Go ahead.
Nick, you on the Mount Rushmore. Don't get taken off.
Chuck.
Wait, did your 5-person Mount Rushmore fill out yet? Did you have the rest of the people in that?
It was me. It was me, Nick, Coach Color Blocks, Sim.
Sim, okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you didn't even made the thing.
He had 5 people.
He's on your show, and he didn't even put you on the Mount Rushmore.
It's fine. I already killed Chuck already. That's why he don't say nothing. He's careful. I've killed Chuck before, but Chuck, it's like it's old school. I mean, I'm just because he had 5 people in the Mount Rushmore. I'm like, bro, there's only 4 faces on Mount Rushmore.
Yeah. It is 4.
He said Coach, Chuck. Sorry, Coach. Well, he did say Chuck. He said himself.
Yes.
Nick, and then who's the last? I couldn't hear the last.
Sim.
Oh, Sim. Okay. All right, let's get
it.
I like it. But Nick, you never faced Chuck before, right? Nick never faced.
I kind of battled him one time about Ntilikina and Knox, but that it really don't.
All right, so I'm gonna put this on Freezy because I'm gonna text Freezy and tell him so he can hype this up because I got Nick versus Chuck. Oof.
Well,
that's not really competition.
Yeah, because that little thing he talking about, I bodied him. That was terrible. But
a body what? Like your body?
No. My body bodied you. Like I destroyed you in that little back and forth.
Chuck, first of all, stop lying to the people. Stop lying.
No, I'm not. Nick, you have one good point.
Yo, you have like Donald Trump with your takes. Stop it.
Chuck got 1 win. Now he's feeling himself. He got or 2 wins.
I'm not taking credit for that win, man. I should have 3-0'd him.
For what win?
That was like yesterday. That was a moral victory for Mo. Him getting a round off of me. Yeah. That was a moral victory for him because
you got freaking Kevin W. That's gonna be the easiest.
I already beat him.
But you got to face him again, though. You got to face him again, right?
Why you got to face Kevin W?
He's easy work because he's the champ right now.
Yeah, he beat Sports Live. So
dude, why does anyone lose to Kevin W? I don't know how.
I don't know.
Because dudes go on emotions and they start lying. And Sports Vibe got up there, ran out of lies, and Kev beat him.
I came in that one Friday. Literally, he said Knox Craze better than RJ, and I said, look at the assisted 2-point numbers. Knox almost tripled RJ Barrett's assisted 2-point numbers. Like, I mean, it's just like literally just kill him with facts. Allow him because he tries to overspeak and he has a deep voice, so it sounds profound, but it's it's childlike what he says a lot of times. With it's stuff with Knox. Just if you have a debate with Kevin Wright, I beat Kevin Wright. Maybe a month ago. 2-1. Anyway, I've retired. I don't know.
Were y'all watching that night I signed on? Came in like less than 5 minutes and he ran. Like he literally signed off. Like I kill Kevin Wright every single time. He doesn't even stay on when I come on.
All right. So back.
Sorry.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's okay. So Mo shout out. Zach, you a bum. You straight dumpster garbage. You dumpster juice, Zach. You
didn't even face what happened. I missed so much of the thing yesterday. So
all right, when Tim called me out on Man, and I went over there to chop his head off, before I came on, Zach was talking crazy about me. Right? So then I came on, destroyed Tim, and Tony Wu tried to jump me. I destroyed both of them bums. Then after I got off, after everybody came back on, Zach started questioning my takes. Like it was a one-on-one. It was already over. So Zach jumped in it. And then he continued to do that last night. So if I see you on the street, I'm punch you in your face, Zach.
Whoa.
Not
physically. Whoa. It's all whoa. Hey.
Oh, my bad.
It's all love, man.
All right, my bad. I'm just telling the truth.
Can you actually get to the game? You use this the whole time.
I'm going on the game.
Chuck, man. Lord Jesus, man.
All right. The game came down to the zone, right? The zone took the Knicks out of their reads. And it also took it made us shoot a bunch of threes. And it nullified Quickly's floater. He had zero. Now Quickly's a guy to take like 8 floaters a game. He got 0 floaters in the lane.
That's because of the traps. They trapped him. They trapped
in
him
the zone. In
Yeah.
the zone, because the zone more than that.
Yeah, they did a good job.
Yeah. So 6 players in double figures for them, only 3 for us. And the majority of our shots was threes because of the zone. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing about it, here's one thing quickly has to one thing I didn't like the Knicks that they didn't do. So one of the plays where Randall drove baseline and kicked it out to, I think it was Bullock for the 3. They literally, and I think Tom Thibodeau does this purposely. He doesn't scream at them in game to do certain things. He wants these guys to develop on their own. One thing I don't like is that the Knicks literally don't play. They don't have a big man. Maybe Taj at times. How many times do you see an effective zone breaker literally just stay at the top of the or that foul line and creep to the top of the key once the side traps came, right? How many times you see it's like our Knicks plays like I don't know why it's so hard for them to break out of these zones. Now, one thing again with the point guards, one thing that Quickly has to do that he did a lot was that he would drive into the sidelines when he saw that trap. Like he panicked, and then a lot of times you saw him leave his feet, try to make a jump pass, and it turned to a turnover. Your best bet when you see the trap coming, try to stay center, right? And then you can make the pass to the foul line. Then you can make a pass to somebody creeping up on one of the sides of on one of the wings, right? Versus go ahead, Hinton.
I mean to cut you off, but this is where Derrick Rose is going to be important, right? Because when he sees the trap coming, he's either going to break it, he's fast enough to break it, or he's going to split it. Like you're not going to be able to do that. He's going to break you down, and he's going to pass it there because of his experience, So I'm like, that's why I'm kind of excited that Derrick Rose is here, because Dennis Smith didn't play at all, and this is where, all right, when Peyton is not effective, you could just get rid of him, like, and you can bench him, and you got him and Quickly, or one of them could sit down when they're not making plays. Like today would have been a good game for Derrick Rose to like finish the game probably because he's a playmaker.
Exactly,
and really, when I say closer, that's what a closer does. The closer is going to make the best play. He's gonna get the ball to somebody and break the defense down, and it's gonna get them in trouble, like with us at the end of the game. And that's when you see them, they get the who did that the other day and they hit the 3 in the corner and they beat us. I forgot, but that's what playmakers do. They make the play, and they're either gonna hit the shot.
Oh, was it you talking about the Bulls game with Kobe White when he hit that corner 3?
Yeah, that one. Yeah. See, the play broke down, and the playmaker, he made the play, and it was boom. It was right there, and the game was over. So that's why I'm saying we need a closer. Like the closer is going to be that guy.
I'm just so surprised at how inept we are against playing the zone. And again, this is an experience for a guy like Quickly. And I agree with you, Chuck. Even though I will say the time that Quickly did break the zone, he had that nice alley to a cutting Mitch who ran baseline. You know what I'm saying? So check Woj, Legion Knicks podcast. What's happening on Woj Twitter? Let me see. Yeah, we all right. Yeah, so I guess you're just saying the specifics. So yeah, the Knicks. Yeah, we traded Derrick Rose, and we're about to get Derrick Rose right now. Detroit traded guard Derrick Rose, Dennis Smith Jr. Yeah, and a 2021 second round pick via Charlotte's pick. Yep. Yeah, we this is
that's stealing.
Yeah, it is stealing. But let's get to that. Let's talk about the impact that we expect Derrick Rose to have. I agree with you. Like we're gonna have a so-called closer. I think he's starting because I think was it Joe who came on here before, Suitor Joe, and he was saying he's not gonna, that he'll probably come off the bench for EP. I think that they're doing this to have somebody to start over EP, take his minutes and close in some of these games. They'll probably play Quickly again as a combo guard, 2-ish guy who's now gonna just be tasked with scoring most likely. But Derrick Rose again effectively can make better plays than EP. His pass distribution, I didn't pull it up, but his pass distribution is a lot better than EP's. EP, who basically depends on Julius Randle. His 3-point shooting is just it's better. It's at 33%. I mean, that's not great, but again, it's better than EP. And the guy who obviously is familiar with Tom Thibodeau's system. You know what I mean? So I think it's a good pickup as a steal. Second round, we have like a billion second rounders. Again, salute to who's the dude that we traded from the Jazz? Ed
Davis.
Ed Davis. Salute to Ed Davis, man. You've been one of the more underrated cheap producing players that we ever traded for and then traded again. Guys, what, three second rounders. So again, Derrick Rose, I'm not saying he's a world beater, but definitely a solid pickup. Lawrence Mabry, salute to Lawrence Mabry, salute to Brian Doobie, salute to DJ Joyce, man. Tone Wu, salute to Tone Wu too as well. Mr. Wolf, salute. Let me get to Chuck real quick, man. What do you think about the DSJ? DSJ, you did lose your boy DSJ.
My boy DSJ.
Yeah, hey, when you say somebody's going to score 15 and 6, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I know things happen. He didn't play, but still, your boy got traded. He's long gone. But Derrick Rose, man. Let's talk about Derrick Rose's impact on the floor. I think you would be a fan of Derrick Rose. You seem like you like that type of player. But
for one, DSJ going to get to play now, so that's good for him.
Wait, before you go, can you give us a new estimate of what DSJ is going to do this season? Because he's going to get playing time.
I need to see who they got at point guard. They got what you call it is hurt right now for the season.
So they got real quick. I'll tell you right now. I got their roster up. They got they don't have many. They got Delon Wright. They got they got some. I won't say bums. Let me not say that. They got Saban Lee and Frank Jackson.
Oh, they really trying to fade for Cade.
All right, so DSJ gonna play a lot of minutes.
Okay.
So I'll give him 13-5.
13-5. Everybody chuck his corners out right now. DSJ is gonna give you 13 and 5. He actually did that, when he gets time. It's just that rest of the offense is gonna look. DSJ is actually a great tank commander.
Yep.
Holy crap.
That's exactly what I said. They're gonna really fade for Cade.
Because Frank is a tank commander.
Frank is a tank commander too, but that 13 and 5, that is gonna come with like a 28-29% usage rate. And that is gonna be a bunch of him driving into the paint, very slow.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to fake the guy and then does this ugly turnaround jumper. He'll get you 13 and 5 and they'll lose by like 35. So definitely DSJ is excellent for a tank. Oof, it's 13 and 5. Oh my Lord Jesus. But Derrick Rose is back in the Knicks.
Yeah. I think it could go two ways. Well, obviously either started on the bench. But I think Peyton next to Quickly coming off the bench is a better look than Rose and Quickly. So it do make sense to start Rose in that scenario. And I think Rivers' minutes is going to be affected the most.
So that means they have more trust for Quickly over Rivers right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think Rivers might get his minutes taken again. EP obviously can get his minutes into, but again, EP just steady certain rotations. Again, I'm not a fan of EP, but Rivers right now has just been so streaky. He's been more bad than good these past few games. So I could definitely see him losing minutes. Nick, thoughts on and we talked about this before, but just thoughts on Derrick Rose if you want to reiterate it.
So I watched the one where Simmons, they broke it down, and they mentioned basically Derrick Rose is like 14 points per game, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think he would actually, just like you guys are saying, he's better in the starting lineup than Elfrid Payton, and Elfrid Payton would boast the bench. One thing that I always thought from the beginning of the season, if Elfrid Payton was coming back, and his propensity to passing to the power forward position, if he feeds Obi Toppin much like he did Randall last season, does that speed up Obi Toppin development? So that might help from a bench standpoint. The average point guard, I said this many times, in the Eastern Conference scores like 16 points and averages 16 assists per game. If you're talking about Derrick Rose, how close is he from the 6 assists? I know you could get to 16 points, so that makes you an average point guard, please. So that means we're now starting to move into a mid-tier team. Elfrid Payton could keep the bench organized, because there are times that Thibodeau runs the bench when we have a lead and the bench gives up the lead.
Mm-hmm.
And
Very true.
I just feel like it's experience. I feel like, Elfrid Payton could add organization to that bench and really clear up roles. So we'll see. I just feel like it'll take time, but I just want to see who starts and who does not start, like who comes off the bench.
I don't see, and also with and I'm gonna get to you, Hinton, but the thing with so with Obi, obviously you be getting him in more comfortable things he's more comfortable with, right? The pick and roll, and just getting those touches by versus playing with Quickly, who I think they had a decent relationship. Obviously, with Quickly being used to set picks for Obi being used to set picks for Quickly. I can't talk. Obi's being used to set picks for Quickly, but just having a guy who's definitely just going to basically always look for Obi, like you said, as in that power forward pick and roll, pick and pop role that Obi and EP would have off the bench, definitely help. I also would wonder, and this is to Chuck, because Chuck has talked up. We all talked about Quickly being a combo guard, having him play with a guy like Payton, where he can play off of Payton and not have to have the ball in his hands and can shoot a little bit more off the ball. Being used up as a spot up shooter definitely can help Quickly's game, because even in these past few games where I've seen Quickly shoot the ball off ball, he hasn't looked good, and that's definitely, he has to develop that part of his game. If we want to use him, if he wants to get big starter minutes or have big minutes, period. Teams are playing the zone against us. You see him today struggle with the double team up top, breaking his zone. Even he had that one assist when he did break it. He also has to become an adequate shooter off the ball. So having a guy like Payton handle the ball a lot, and then at the last minute, probably kick it off to Quickly, might definitely help Quickly. So that move in itself, again, I'm not the biggest fan of EP, but it's definitely going to help the bench unit. And you made a great point about stabilization. Like I've said, or like we've all said many times, we've seen that second unit just F up leads and just look terrible, terrible. So, yeah, I think it's a solid pickup. Hinton, I'm gonna get to you, man.
Yeah, I think this is great. So I'm not complaining. That DSJ wasn't giving us anything. So, we got a playmaker. Is he the best playmaker? No, but we got a playmaker. We got a basketball player. Like today, he would have definitely helped. Like I said earlier, he would have been able to break down those traps. He would have been able to see them. He was going to even probably help Obi and Mitch get more alley-oops, like more easier buckets. This team does not get any easy buckets. Even earlier, RJ, he had an easy bucket that he could have gotten a fast break, and he didn't even pass the ball. They missed the layup. Like if he just simply passed the ball, but I'm just happy DSJ is gone. We got another playmaker. He wasn't contributing to the basketball team, and the Porzingis trade just keeps giving and giving and giving. And hopefully this time Dirk will do right by us, because he didn't do right by us the last time he was here. So
yeah, and that was a mind F last time. But let me ask you guys this real quick on Derrick Rose, though. And we've seen it with Tom Thibodeau in the Chicago game, especially in the first half. I gotta go back and watch the first half of this game to just get proper color. Even in the Blazers game early on, the Knicks played with more pace. They were getting in the sets a lot quicker in the few games, the past few games I just mentioned. And we looked a lot more effective in the first half, right? Getting in the pick and roll sets a lot quickly. Even Randall would sometimes just barrel his way to the basket from the wing. Even some one full court where he did it against the Bulls and drew the foul on Gafford. Does Derrick Rose now kind of signal Tom Thibodeau's shift to playing with more pace for this team? Because again, granted, guys like Randall and stuff, they're not going to be running, but just a little bit more pace, I think, has helped the Knicks, especially a guy like RJ Barrett, run off the pick and roll, trapping the defender on the hip and then throwing the floater or the alley if he doesn't have the floater to Mitchell Robinson. A guy like Rose, he could play half court, but he's a speedy guy. He plays a lot more effective when he's breaking zones or catching somebody off the step. So there's that. I apologize. Paul Samps, thank you for the $10 super chat. Says people saying Rose would stifle IQ's development or dumber than Payton. IQ's playing behind Payton and has been a top 5 rookie. D Rose coming won't change that. Yeah, I agree with that. But just to the pace comment or idea, do you think that Tom Thibodeau's trying to transition to more pace, or is it going to be the same as usual as we have with EP?
Oh, the pace is definitely going to change. It should change, Like Derrick Rose is a better scorer, and with Tibbs' offense, the point guard has to score in order for it to work properly. So I'm thinking that the pace is definitely going to change.
I think it's going to stay the same. His pace was slow with Rose in his prime. And as far as the KP thing, I think this is a strike against it because we have no players left from the KP trade. We just have the 2 picks or whatever it was.
But if those picks turn out, and again, no one knows, but if those picks turn out to be, top players, then because I see my boy, even though he missed the damn easy putback after the steal, Cade Cunningham, but they still won against Texas and Shaka Smart. By the way, look out for Shaka Smart. He might make a transition to the NBA in a few years.
He will make.
He is a damn good coach. Holy crap, he's a damn good coach.
Cade shot 5 for 22 yesterday, though.
Yeah. It wasn't. And the thing about Cade, this draft is annoying because it's so good and talented, but it's like you could go so many ways, man. Cade Cunningham. Yesterday he had 5 for 22, 19 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block, 6 turnovers. He caught the steal, and literally had it right there, miss it. But Cade Cunningham, I don't know, man. I mean, we'll talk about it a little bit because I'm Team Suggs right now, but King Cade, man, he could be special with some talent around him. But the Knicks they play the Heat on Tuesday. Again, like Nick has said, we're a team that makes adjustments. How the hell do we adjust against this zone and the aggressive double teaming that they did in this game?
First, you better flash to the free throw line. Somebody better flash to the free throw line. That's basketball 101. You better flash to that free throw line. And then after that, let the chips fall where they may. But that's just basketball IQ.
Nick, Mr. Basketball?
I don't think that – so the adjustments for this game might be tough because of Derrick Rose just coming in. And because you're adding another team to the rotation. So is he going to earn minutes or is he just going to come in and start? And then, just one thing about the Dallas pick, like Dallas is in the number 8th seat right now when it comes to the draft. And we've had lots of bad luck with the 8th. But
oh Lord, don't say that.
8, 9.
Then so
I don't want to think about that, man. Don't say that. Because you know what? I'm so scared, man. I have a sick feeling in my stomach. You know who's a CAA and a UK product?
Boston.
I don't even want that dude. If he unless it's pick 20, he should not be mentioned. And by the way, salute to Shoquan. He said, "You want to know who the talented players in this draft are? So if you want college level talent, you got Cade, you got Suggs. If you want G League, high school, whatever you want to call it, Kuminga, Jalen Green. If you want the next shooting big, dynamic big, you got Evan Mobley. I mentioned Kuminga. Who else you got? You got in the 10s, whatever. You got people like Corey Kispert, sharpshooter from Gonzaga.
Yep. That would be a good addition.
You got Sharif Cooper, who is more the smaller side, but he's a good facilitator. Bo Knight, combo guard from UConn. You got Moses Moody, the dude from Arkansas, 3-and-D player. You got Josh Chris is probably going to fall to the teens. He's a guy who's a pure bucket. Can't shoot. His 3-point shot is suffering right now. But if you're talking about a guy, if a team like molds him. I've seen Donovan Mitchell type moves from this kid. Could be an absolute beast. Who else? I know I'm missing a few guys.
Add Cam Thomas to that from LSU.
Cam Thomas, LSU, the guy Butler who I just watched. So to someone who suggested for me to watch Butler from Baylor. He's gonna probably come as a shooting guard. Got dribbles. Got he could shoot. Who else am I missing? You got the kid from Seton Hall, the Mamba, who's probably going to go in the second round.
No.
Man who can shoot the ball. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. I'll butcher it. You got a lot of players. I know I'm missing. Deshaun Nix, so I believe he's in the G League right now.
He's trash. Skip.
He's trash.
Skip.
I watched the high school thing. I watched that little G League thing where they have the G League workouts. You think he's trash?
Skip.
Nah, come on.
gotta-
Yeah, Bo Knight's not bad. He just can't shoot the three.
You might as well draft DSJ right now.
All right.
What about Zaire Williams?
Oh, Zaire Williams. You got Jalen Johnson. Zaire Williams is the one from Stanford, right?
Yeah.
Zaire Williams. Jalen Johnson can't shoot, but he's explosive. Duke player. People like Scotty Barnes. I'm not the biggest fan of Scotty Barnes, man.
Scotty Barnes is just another version of Miles Bridges.
Oh, wait. First of all, Shaquan, I did mention Jalen Green. That was. I mentioned the G League guys. Jalen Green is
smooth.
Oh
smooth
my
operator,
God.
man.
He got.
I like Kuminga more, but
you see. All right. See, because I try and this. I tried to tell Nick. I fell down a notch in Nick's assessment or his guys. I guess no basketball because I said that Kuminga, his half court game has a little bit of Trace McGrady to him, and this guy Nick said no, he's explosive. I'm like, yo, dogs, he has a little bit of Trace to his mid range game, and Nick was so disgusted. He literally didn't text me for like a whole day. So he's high on Kuminga. My guy is I like them both. I like them both. But if you watch Kuminga, I'm telling you, watch the G League tryout. Not the tryout, the stupid workout thing. Yeah, but we'll see in the G League. It starts February 10th.
Yeah,
I'll definitely be covering that.
3 days. 3 days.
Jalen Green, Kuminga, man. It's at first I was Kincaid all the way, then Jalen Suggs. Because the thing about Jalen Suggs, I watched 5 games on Friday, right? I think it was a Pepperdine game. He only had 9 points, but he had 8 assists. And the guy, and also defensively, like he's a beast defensively. Like he's not even was he like 6'1", maybe 6'1", 6'2"?
I thought he was 6'4". That's a fake guy. Maybe that's a fake. Maybe that's a fake.
Unless maybe he's they say 6'4". He don't look 6'4" to me.
That says 6'4".
What are you talking about?
Jalen Suggs. They say 6'4".
Yeah.
Suggs? Yeah, I thought he was 6'4", 6'3". Somewhere around there.
She looks small to me, but Jalen Suggs, he can impact the game without scoring. And then the thing about him is that his 3-point shot, I know he's always shooting 36.3% or something like that from the three. Bro, when I'm telling you that he could turn it, he had a game where literally he shot like, I think it wasn't Virginia. He shot 7 for 10 from 3, and it was just like in your face, off the dribble. Off like bro, Jalen Green is
the one thing is that like I like to build my team with a mixture of vets and high talented young people, like young draft picks. And that's why I don't knock the Obi thing, because over time we're gonna replace guys and it's gonna be like a wheel. You know, like old guys going out, new guys coming in. And as long as we have good draft picks that we could feed off of, that keeps us having good role players for cheap that could develop. And now that we're looking at playoffs, now you're talking about us being in like a Boston Celtics type situation. I love it. It just, there's no lose to it.
Nah, it's so to be cursed with picks, to say that you have so many picks that it's an issue. Like Boston could have given away picks. That's such a beautiful to have your young draft picks hit, like Jaylen Brown and Tatum. That's one of the best defensive tandem, probably the best defensive tandem in the league.
I would say offense defense tandem. It's not as good, but it's reminiscent of Pippen and Jordan.
Ooh.
And this
It's
is
reminiscent. It's reminiscent. Like it's not the same, but at the same time, like it's athletic. It's passing. Both of them pass. Both of them are like MVP type players, or could be the leader of their own team. And they're on the same squad.
They could switch to play younger, smaller guys. They can switch onto taller front court guys. And I got into an argument on Twitter where, and Chuck was in. Chuck, I don't know if Chuck was in he wasn't in the argument, but he's in the thread where they're like, oh, to sit here and say that because Tatum wasn't in the game against it when they played us, that's why I quickly went off. I'm like, dogs, Tatum, I've seen Tatum shut down guards. I've seen Tatum shut down forwards, wings.
That's why this is going to be fun when as RJ gets older. Like this is going to be fun because that's what I'm waiting for.
So pull. Let me ask you guys this. This is very important. We talked about yesterday.
23 years old. You know, so like that's why we need another wing. That's exactly why we need another wing.
Well,
because
you know what? I want to ask you this because you said that. Think about this. We have Quickly, right? Who could be a Lou Will for us. We have RJ, but we also have Randall. They don't. The Boston Celtics don't have a Randall. They don't have a big man.
You're right. You're right, but
whoa!
You're still going to need a guy that's going to defend them because Randall can't defend either one of those two.
I agree, but at the same time, you're talking about someone that's high level rebounding and also could pass. He's versatile. I don't know. I just feel like he could draw fouls. There's all kinds of stuff. Like
we're not disagreeing, but like I said, they still need another wing. We need a point guard and we need a wing.
We need a point guard. We need a wing. I agree.
Let me ask you guys this with regarding the draft and that stuff. Do you think that there might be an issue with Tom Thibodeau and the front office, given that look, the Obi pick to me, I'm not saying I'm not like I wasn't for it at first, but he's on the team. I'm looking for his development. I want to succeed. But that's not a Tom Thibodeau pick, but Quickly was. And you know, like in football, when they'll give like the defensive coordinator like the number 2 or number 3 pick. Right? It's like, all right, you got that pick. You know what I mean? You picked the guy, you scouted, that's your guy, whatever. With Tom Thibodeau, and I'm watching Villanova, by the way, versus Georgetown. Do you think that it might be an issue where the front office might override Tom Thibodeau and pick a guy they favor? Obviously, I think if we had a number of, from 1 to like 6, 7, it's, you're going to pick the BPA and the draft will, do it for itself, right? If a Jalen Green or Suggs fault, the Knicks will take him. But do you think there'll ever be an issue? Say, like, if we're at 15 or 16, right? And you got a guy with our second pick, right? There's a guy like a Josh Christopher, who I think might be a little bit more talented at this point than, say, BJ Boston. But the Knicks go for BJ Boston because, of the UK and CAA connection. Do you think that might cause a rift with the Knicks? Do you think that might be an issue in the future with the front office kind of – because remember, they got Johnny Bryant and Kenny Payne lined up, I think, to take over – as a coaching staff after Tom Tibbs. Tibbs has a 5-year deal. He's older. He's up there. Do you think that might be an issue, the front office and Tom Thibodeau? Because also one more thing before you go. Tom Thibodeau I think he likes more developed players. Like he likes Quickly. He likes guys who may have lower ceilings in terms of the potential, but higher floors. Like they could come in day one and produce at a certain level. Do you think it might be an issue in the draft?
I really don't know because who picked Obi? Like that's my question. Who picked Obi?
It seemed like a Leon Rose thing, man.
All right, because my guy was already gone in the draft. Like if Okoro was on the board, I'd have took Okoro, but
oof.
But in the big picture things,
Okoro.
But you can't like he still had a good game. Like Okoro would fit on this team right now, so.
He would. I don't know at 8 though.
If he'd have fell to 8, yeah, why not?
That one is.
It was either I would have took him or Vassell. Those were my two guys.
That's my guy, Vassell, man. I thought Vassell was perfect for this team, man.
I didn't think Obi really fit because of Randall, and as you can see, it's actually a hard time. But it is what it is. But in the big picture things, the front office, they should all be on the same page when it comes to picking. So. No matter what, when they put the board up and you sit there, even if it's a guy you like, there's still politics in it. It's like football in a way. They'll trade back and they have like 3 guys on the board and then, they pick one. So it is what it is. You can't be mad.
And Shoquan, I'm not packaging because I don't think you could in this draft, unless somebody falls at like the 10 or 11, no one's trading out at top 1 to like 6, 7. No one is trading out of that. You ain't getting nowhere near that. But if you could come out of this draft, so say you come out of this draft, say you got a Jalen Suggs, and you get and say our pick was like 18 or whatever, right? And you could trade up for, like I said, a Moses Moody or a Corey Kispert as like a sharpshooter, like Corey Kispert. And I know Joe Madden tried to say that Corey Kispert has potential to be Klay Thompson. I don't see that. But when I'm talking about pure, just pure disgusting shooting from the floor, like have him just destroy zones, come around screens, like, bro, Corey Kisper's that dude. So I can see the Knicks trying to trade up, maybe package 2 picks or a pick or so and move for Corey Kispert into the 10. Marcus Moody. But yeah, this draft, man, guys, I'm telling you, all this play. I know you guys love this playoff stuff. Is great experience, but trust me, if this draft comes out to be even 80% of what these scouts are saying is gonna be, bro. All y'all gonna be here next year talking about, oh yeah, I wish we would have. Y'all probably say, oh, we wish we would have traded Randall to get an extra pick. And I'm like, dogs, trust me, this draft is stupid.
The one thing is that like I'm all about the future. Like today is nice. We're competing. There's development happening, and I still say like we're losing games because they're undoing some of Fizdale's teaching. Like anyway, setting up the future. I'm all about. I would give up playoffs today to be competing for a championship within the next 5 years.
Yes.
That's the way I am. Oh, give me a championship any day of the week, because playoffs like that, Orlando makes the playoffs.
Right.
Yeah. Indiana makes the playoffs, but they don't compete for a championship.
No.
And I'm all about who the hell is gonna get us
to the title. You right.
Who is our Luka? Who is our
Jokic?
Our Jokic. You know, like I believe that Randall is a piece to the solution, but at the same time, like we gotta. I would love just that guy. Whoever it is, I wish it could be Suggs. I wish it could be any one of these guys, but like I really want that next guy, and I don't see free agency being the way that we get it, only because of what happened last year. Everyone re-signed up, so now we got to think about trading someone, and we don't have enough talent on the team right now to trade.
But that's why you got to take the Lakers. That's why you got to take the Lakers model.
Exactly, you got that's the only model. You got to draft as high as possible and keep on pushing.
Yep. I
like Zach LaVine. Someone just mentioned that, but
yeah, I like
one thing about Zach LaVine is he has like I love him because if you look at the years that he did, or the year that he had with Thibodeau, there was some stuff that was being run that I really love, like the give and goes.
He was being used as a point guard too, right? That year,
yeah.
That kid got burst. Like when he hits the corner, like that kid got burst, and I would love him next to RJ.
Oh,
but the point guard situation got to be solved. Like,
yeah,
we got to solve that. Once we solve the point guard situation, I feel like Rose is like a stopgap.
Yep.
Same thing with Peyton, stopgap. But once we get that point guard, I don't care how it comes, hook or crook, get me a point guard, and then we'll figure out everything else.
And that's the thing. I mean, you got. I know Sims talked about this. He loves this dude from freaking my memory is shot. The dude from Toronto Raptors.
Yeah.
Not Fred VanVleet. What the hell? My brain is.
Oh no, Lowry.
Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, Lowry.
He's 34 years old.
Yeah, he's 36, right? 30 or
34.
34.
Always injured, like
right. But he would be a decent stopgap for the Knicks. But again, I thought Rondo would be a decent stopgap for the Knicks, but we just don't have the cachet yet. So again, the best bet. I mean, it's weird. I agree with you, Nick. I would love to. I ain't saying tank, but I would love to get some legit picks in this year.
Dude, you know what's funny? Like, I would make a trade right now to some Western Conference team, like New Orleans or something like that, just so Dallas could lose games. Like, I would do all kinds of evil stuff.
Trade them our best players. So
yeah, I'll trade one person to Portland, one person to freaking New Orleans, just to make them good and deep.
Trade Randall for a second round and just straight like, all right, don't worry about the picks, like don't worry about the compensation, don't worry about none of that, man. We were rooting for, bro. I need the Mavericks to lose so badly, man, because that pick. Here's how scary that this draft is, and this is what I love about what I like about Tom Thibodeau's old school coaching. A lot of these players, right? They're coming into the league with poor fundamentals. Right, a lot of these young players, right?
Yeah.
I had this on maybe Chuck saw it because I was talking, I think, with Oots or something like that, right? And I said, Tom Thibodeau, when you look at a lot of these players, especially the wing guard players, right? There's certain things. People say, oh, he's not developing players. Tell me this. every so-called wing guard player on this team, they do certain things that as a Tom Thibodeau staple. They use a pick and roll, trap the defender. Like they market. You see them trying to trap the defender on the hip. That is an elite skill. You've seen Luka do it. And I'm not saying Carlisle didn't teach him, but all the elite guards, wing players.
Luka had that in Europe.
But no. That's what I'm saying. That I'm saying that all the elite players do, and that's something that the top players do it. Some players do it once it's coached to them. But a lot of Knicks players, a lot of young players don't get that. They don't develop that until maybe later, or they don't develop that at all. I've seen Knox do it in the preseason in the early games he's playing. Even though he threw up a floater, it grazed the rim, it missed. They do that. They sell it on defense. A lot of these young players coming to the league don't do that. Passing off of driving, be able to try to score off the dribble. Those are all Tom Thibodeau staples for his guards. That's why when he doesn't necessarily have quote unquote point guards, he has these combo guards kind of filling roles. If you could do that for guys if you can teach that to guys like a Jalen Green who is raw, because the worst thing for a guy like Jalen Green to go to is just a team that allows him to play however he wants. He ends up like another Devin Booker putting up a bunch of points for teams for the next 4 or 5 years, and they never win until he gets a proper coach and a proper point guard. Yeah. If you get a Tom Thibodeau, you get a Tom Thibodeau work with a Green or Kuminga, and they refine their games, bro. Even a Cade, who I think is somewhat mature in his game. If you can refine his game and have him playing next to talent, playing off of the ball, and not have to have the ball in his hands so much and be the so-called closer, and even though you probably expect him to be closer, let me say he'd have less of the scoring load on his shoulders because OK State come on. Yeah. Bro. I'm just saying, like, there's so much that Tom Thibodeau could do with some of these guys. Now, granted, Tom Thibodeau loves his veterans, whatever, but I think if you got a Jalen Green, he would be – I think he would compromise and be like, look, I'm going to lean heavily on this kid because Jalen Green just has a fire in him that I don't know. I just fell in love with. Look, I love Cade, and I love Suggs, and then Jalen Green just, popped out. But I got to stop talking about this draft, man, because someone said, is this a real Knicks channel? Look, we're Knicks fans, but look, the Heat won today. Not much to talk about. Double team up top. RJ had a bad game. Ren had a really good game. Bullock had I don't say surprise, but he had a flash Bullock game. But Bullock's game. Derrick Rose is here, so not much to talk about. But guys, what do you think? Guys, think about the Heat game until we, I know Nick said, let's see how we adjust. But let me ask Rob. Do you have any? I said Rob. Chuck. Chuck is kill me for saying that. Chuck, do you have any expectations or projections for the? I'm sorry, I'm gonna call you Rob, bro. Do you have any score projections to give for the next Heat game? Do you think we come out as winning?
You call me Rob because I'm laying down.
I know. I'm Chuck. I'm sorry.
No. I'm saying you did that because I'm laying down, and Rob always laying down, right? So
I'm pissed on your Mount Rushmore, man. You're 5 men. This hurt me.
It makes sense. It makes sense though. Let me see. 112.
Oh Lord.
103. 112, 103.
This could be a team to adjust against because they got like Bam is their best player, but they have guys who could kill us on the perimeter, and then they even have a producing Kelly Olynyk and then Jimmy Butler, who's an issue. So I guess
made some plays. Oh man.
I'm interested to see how if we do win. Like if we had a balanced win, because again, a lot of these games outside of Julius Randle scoring and producing, we don't have like. I mean, last game we had 6 guys in double digits, I believe. This game we had
3.
Burks, and then Bullock is not going to give you 7 for 14 from the 3-point line. And then Randall, RJ had a bad game. Mitch, Peyton. So let's see.
We missed RJ and IQ scoring today, so that's another reason why we lost. Usually those guys, you get 12 to 13 points a game from IQ on average, and RJ is getting you 17, 18 points. So,
well, both of those players are not good against the zone.
Yeah, and that's another thing. That's what exactly. Yeah, that's why
we have shutdowns, bro. We for some reason stopped utilize. Like it's like we just can't. It's like we can't execute the pick and rolls effectively in the second half. I think teams adjust to us because I remember in the Bulls game, first half, we were destroying them with pick and roll. It was like the pace, everything was just beautiful. In the second half, IQ, he couldn't get around the pick and roll. He would just pull up and try to reset. Peyton did the same thing, and it's like we just shut down. Then we had to go to ISO play. So I think that's, and I grant in this game, first half, Bullock was killing, but I feel like we just go into ISO play second half. We're just like rolling the dice and just waiting for somebody to bail us out. And that's not winning basketball. Go ahead, Anton.
Derrick Rose, like he's gonna do one move. I want him to. Hopefully he plays. When is it? Day after tomorrow, right? Next game.
Tuesday. Yeah,
right. So hopefully he gets a practice in so he can get with the guys. And like I said, he's going to split that trap that's going to come one time, and then you ain't going to see that trap no more because you're going to have to teach IQ to do that because every time he saw it, he got scared. He was like, uh-oh, I'm flinging it. Like, I'm getting rid of it.
He twice he left his feet to make them like dogs. You can't do that.
Yeah, he's going to have to learn this. He's going to have to get his handle up to split that. You know.
But here's the thing about it. This is what I want to see from IQ when they call that. I want IQ to purposely call because I've seen IQ call the Spain pick and roll. He did it against the Warriors game, so he's a smart guy. Call Mitch, excuse my language, lazy ass Mitch. Mitch, you are not a 3-point shooter. Why are you staying on the perimeter when they're playing zone? You're just staying out there waiting to do what? Go on the freaking foul line and help break the zone, bro. Triangulate the ish so you can get the pass up to the open. Like, I want to see IQ when he sees a double team. Call Mitch. Mitch, get the foul line. Randall, get the foul line so they could get the pass over and split out to the guys out in the perimeter in the corner. Like, I want to see that type of adjustment. I want to see that high-level basketball because, again, everybody's calling quickly a point guard. Smart point guards do that. CP3 is a Hall of Fame. I'm not trying to make the harsh comparison, but holy crap, man. I don't know. I watch the Lakers, man. I watch all these freaking teams. And I get jealous of, like, high IQ play, bro.
That's why I get frustrated,
bro. Like, and you know what's crazy? Like these teams obviously have way better talent, but they have such high level play that like you hardly see like the Nets Clippers game. I don't think I saw zone once. It was it was ugly defense. It's terrible defense by both teams. But I want to see it where teams aren't running these like zones and like embarrassing us. You know what I mean? Like I want to see high level freaking play, man. Holy crap. I just want this team to freaking be good, man. It's painful sometimes, man, but
we're getting there though.
We're getting it, man. Go ahead, Coach Colobine. See, now he calls himself D Rose. Go ahead, sir.
I feel I gotta get on to just like establish my position now. I feel like Lord. I'm the only guy who like likes this D Rose move.
No, I love it.
We all like it.
I like it.
We all like it.
Yeah, because all of it.
Except Chuck. I don't know if Chuck likes.
I mean, in like general Knicks fandom right now, like the pulse of general Knicks fandom right now.
No, whoa, Coach. I put money on this. The Knicks play what the who do you play next? If we go on like a 4-game winning streak and Derrick Rose is averaging 20, they're literally going to be calling for us to re-sign Derrick Rose to a long-term contract.
Oh no, I agree.
We're going to be talking about us going to the 3rd seed in the playoff. Like Knicks fans, we're so hyper
reactive,
sensationalized. Like trust me. So whatever you've seen that's bad about Derrick Rose, trust me, all that's going to change if Derrick Rose. If Derrick Rose gives us 16, average 16, and we go like 4-1. Just I'm telling you. Blarn's tears. You know, Freeze's gonna come on. He's gonna start his monologue. Yo, yeah, I know Derrick Rose. Yo, he reminds me. This looks like 2011. Derrick Rose is like, oh, Freezy, don't.
I think don't do this. So first of all, the price was more than fair.
Fair. Like, it was a robbery, bro.
We just got 13 points a game for 0 points a game.
Dude, freaking DSJ is gonna get made. Yo, but we're all missing one thing. The front office fleeced a bad front office. Yes.
It took 25 years.
This never happens. Do y'all remember when it was Jim Paxson running the Bulls and he literally told Eddie Curry, he was like, yo, he told Isaiah Thomas, he said, Eddie Curry has a heart condition. I don't want to fool you guys this badly. I will pay Eddie Curry $500,000 on a lifetime contract.
Something like that. Yeah, something like that.
And Isaiah Thomas like, nah, we need Eddie Curry. And Jim Pax's like, guys, I'm trying to help you. I don't like you guys. We fleeced a bad team. Like, this is not a major deal, granted, but the Ed Davis deal, we flipped that for 3 picks.
Yep.
Like, it feels so good to be on the other end of a bad deal. Like, Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. I'm agreeing with you. Like, checking the pulse of how people are feeling about this. A lot of the Detroit fans are like, we got fleeced, but like they wanted to have made this D Rose move last year when he was still worth the 1st round pick, and now and now they're stuck with nothing. They got nothing.
They got
nothing.
DSJ.
They got DSJ and a 2nd round pick. But basketball wise, I think this move makes so much sense for us. Like, if only we had a penetrating veteran guard to close out this game today.
Oh Lord.
If
Exactly
only we
what
did.
I said.
If only we did.
Oh,
And
Lord.
look, D Rose is only going to give you 20, 25 minutes a game.
I'll take that.
If the guard rotation is Elf, D Rose, IQ, I'm happy with that. That's the best guard rotation you're going to get without making a move for Bradley Beal.
And by the way, I'm reading the SB Nation for the Detroit Pistons, and they're just like confused about this. Like, wait, why did y'all? They said prepare to be disappointed. DSJ is just as bad, right? They're just looking at this like, okay, we got a second rounder. They said, was DSJ the guy who recently asked to be allowed to move down to G League?
Yeah, they wanted it to make this move last year.
And actually, no, a few of these guys are happy. They say, ultimately, I hope he sucks, and we play him a ton. They are trying to tank as badly as much as they. Oh, and they said they would have preferred Frankie Smokes or Knox, but as long as Detroit gets this year's 2021 second round pick is not, it doesn't matter. So
when your team has come to grips with being okay with the second round pick, you know you lost a trade.
Oof.
Because I only know that because we've been on that side for so long, where we're like, oh man, the 38th pick in the draft, let's make something out of this.
I will say in this draft, some of these second rounders.
No.
Nope.
You already know how I feel about draft picks.
Quickly could have been a second rounder.
That's true. That's totally
don't
fair.
do that. Because we could have had Desmond Bain and Quick. Oh, I don't know.
No, I am doing that, but I don't.
God.
Minus the
Don't
exception.
do that.
I don't like
what, Nick? What do you say? Oh my! What do you say?
Desmond Bain. Oh my God, he's doing so good right now.
Oh my gosh!
Desmond Bain.
He was ready to go. But anyways, I think this is a good move for us. I'm happy with the guard rotation. My guess is that Austin Rivers is out, right?
Well, they're saying that he's going to be traded to a playoff team. That's what I'm watching on Twitter. So Twitter's like he's out of here, basically.
I could see him out. We need a wing. I think Rivers is a guy we trade for a wing.
You could get Ayo Dasamu from Illinois in the second rounder, possibly. You could possibly get freaking Jared Butler possibly in the second round. I'm just looking at these mock drafts. You could get Mac McClung, the high flying dude from Texas Tech.
I don't want Mac McClung, dude.
Well, yo, he, as an energy guy coming from my coworker's from Georgetown, so he's like F.
No.
I don't want to look at second round picks right now. I don't want to look at second round picks.
I'm just saying this talent.
We're seeing. Look, all right. This last thing I'm saying about the draft. I'm going back to D Rose.
All right, go ahead.
Everyone's talking about we got 2 draft picks coming in next year. We're gonna bring in all these guys. Let's look at all these picks, bro. Are we not watching basketball this year? Like, are we not seeing how hard it is to integrate Obi Toppin into our team? Just one guy.
But don't you think that if we were just talking about that with the front office and the coaching, where there might be a disconnect, where some of the more premium picks might be what the front office wants, and it might not be totally aligned with what Tom Thibodeau wants.
Right. That's why it's such a crapshoot, the draft.
I think I think if we get a good first of the first rounders, I think if the first one is legit, like if you get a Jalen Green, just a guy that both Tom Thibodeau and the front office will want, I think that the biggest one is going to be that second first, right? Because
I think they both get packaged for something bigger.
Whoa.
Well, Coach, I want to kick back against that one. I feel like if they get anything in the top 3, they keep it.
Oh, sure, for sure.
Anything outside of, I should say probably top 4 or 5. But then
I'll give you top 5. I'll give you top 5.
Hold on.
Anything outside of that, I think they'll trade.
I agree.
Introducing AKA Mitsuplik from DC, AKA Loki from Marvel,
AKA Fubu.
Uncle Fubu. You know what happens when you say his name backwards.
He looks like El Cool J from the Fatty Girl video, man, with the glasses and the.
You know what happens when you say Uncle Freezy's name backwards. You know what happens.
Oh, if you say it 3 times backwards, man. Salute to Big Freezy coming here with the mid 2000s pretty boy shades. I don't know what
why is they got like rhinestones on them? You got rhinestones on
even Chuck is looking at this like, yo, what the hell is this? What is this? I don't even dress like this.
Word. I'm representing Central Carolina right now.
Okay. Let's get it. Let's get it. He's trying to style. First of all, you look like you're from New York with that style. So that ain't no Central Carolina, South Carolina. You look like you're from New York, from the mid 2000s.
Yep,
from Queens.
You know Baggy jeans, can't give it up.
Yeah, with the one leg rolled up with the Timbs.
Yeah, I rocked that Friday. I rocked that Friday. I had that on Friday.
The Averex jacket. Salute to Spanish Harlem, by the way. Salute to King One Supreme, Anthony Alvarado. So
got like a Carl Kanai jacket.
They don't know about. I had Carl Kanai boots back in the day. They don't know about Carl Kanai.
No, I'm rocking some Echo.
Oh, Farm. You know you got Jabot. You could tell.
Yeah, Jabot.
Marie Francois Jabot, man.
Pelly.
Some
with the straps too,
for sure.
The big Freezy, man. Give us some. Did you watch the game, sir?
I watched part. I dozed off. I ain't gonna lie. I watched part of it, but I didn't.
Well, you actually should doze off. You don't get sleep, so I will.
Yeah, so
I know.
But I will tell you this though.
Oh, he's gonna throw about Suggs. Watch.
You are Tom Thibodeau against the zone. It is a criminal act against coaching. You can't be a coach this long and not be able to figure out a high school zone. Tom Thibodeau.
But Freezy, he knows it, but they don't have the players to execute it.
Now you gotta sit Mitch and play Taj.
Yeah,
that's easy. I mean, what are we even talking about, man? What does Mitch give you where he's that irreplaceable?
No, I don't think I don't necessarily think that it's irreplaceable. I just think that they're also trying to develop him. Part of your development is going through the ugly stages because IQ didn't look good against the zone today.
Yeah.
He looked terrible. But it's development, right? It's experience, right? And I think what Tom Thibodeau does is like I said, he gives you the fishing rod, right? And he throws you into the water, right? But he's not going to tell you how to fish, right? He's going to give you parts for you to figure it out. So now it's like, all right, I understand. Because like he doesn't really, not say he doesn't give instruction, but I've seen times where it's like he's not sitting there yelling out the play and telling where guys should be on the court. I feel like he teaches you stuff. They go through film review, but it's up for you to process it, and then you run it. You go through it on the court, and so now you have a cerebral understanding of it. And if you don't run it, he'll take you out. So then now you're just sitting there learning. Because when Obi Toppin was mess up and mess up on his defensive assignments, he got taken out. And it's like then he kind of learns from that. But it's not Tom Thibodeau saying, "Yo, on the court, like get there and do blah blah blah." You know what I mean? So. Just be patient with Tom Thibodeau. I won't kill him yet against his zone. And against some of the zones, they run zone breakers. They had guys at the foul line in some of these games. Castle, they had Juice Randle doing it. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to kill Tom Thibodeau just yet.
I gotta. Okay, so if it happens one time, we're like, okay, a team snuck up and caught us off guard. Mm-hmm. If it happens twice, you're like, oh my bad, I knew they was going to do it, and we just didn't see it. But when it happens 6, 7, 8 times, now you're like, come on, coach. I mean, really? When dumb reporters are asking you the question in the post game about the zone now because they've seen it enough where they can be like, coach, what are we gonna do about the zone? Now it's a criminal act. It's a crime now.
You don't think it's a talent thing too, bro? Like we don't have talent on this team like that.
That's an IQ thing, man.
Yeah, no, I think it
and an IQ thing too. Yeah, IQ,
right,
not IQ to play. IQ mental.
Right. I think it's more of a failure to experiment crime. Right. You know teams are gonna. Why not sit Mitch? What did Mitch give you today? A double 10 and 10? No, he didn't. Mitch is a double that doesn't exist. Right, we play him because he's got the potential to be a double, except he's not.
But Mitch is also fouling a lot less. His defense has gotten better. His blocks, I believe, are still lesser than last year. He's playing more minutes. We don't look at the little nuanced developments of players, man. We just look at is Mitch shooting the foul? And again, that's on Mitch because he showcased himself shooting the shot. But it's like I think we're a little bit too harsh. We just want like Mitch to be this Dwight Howard like player right away, and I mean he's just not that type of guy.
But isn't him learning how to be okay? So why is Mitch at the top of the key for all these sets? Can Mitch shoot threes? Is Mitch a 3-point shooter?
I don't disagree. I said that he was on the perimeter against the zone where he should have been at the foul line.
Right. So with Taj, and he can't catch.
He can't catch
Mitch,
a dribble.
Yeah, Mitch don't have hands. You know what I'm saying? So trying to force a pass into Mitch in traffic is basically the same as just, you
might as well throw the ball. You might as well throw the ball to Jimmy Butler.
Right.
Holy.
Right. And so why not play Taj there? At least Taj will catch.
Okay, but what are you long term? What are you getting out of Taj? Because you still have to see what you got in Mitch versus what you got in Taj.
Right, but that's a part of development. Mitch has to learn how to catch the ball in traffic. Of course, he'll catch the ball.
In that sense, if he messes up, I agree. You sit him down in times where it's like in parts where he's legitimately not getting it, like he's messing up assignments. So I think not catching the ball and stuff like that, I wouldn't sit him per se. But
because you have to weigh the detriment to the team versus the kid's development. I mean, we legit
whoa. Okay, is Mitch that much of a detriment to the team like that, or is it the lack of point guard play? Elfrid Payton is more of a detriment to the team because I could work with a Mitch if you gave me a point guard who could shoot, and drive to the basket at an adequate level. I'll give you a much better offense even with Mitch playing there.
Right. So let me ask you this: if we had Evan Mobley, right? Would Evan Mobley be able to catch that ball there? And at least try in offense?
Evan Mobley at 2'10", 7 feet, he might get pushed out more than Mitch.
Right, but Evan Mobley at least has the offensive skills that will collapse the zone. Right, we know he's not going to dribble in a zone. That's why zones are there. But he can catch the ball and triangulate in offense, either kick back out to a 3-point shooter or pivot towards the basket and pass the ball to a cutter from the corner when the defense collapses. I mean, Dick Vitale used to break that down on college games so much on ESPN that everybody should know that you have to triangulate against the zone, right? Yeah. But with Mitch, Mitch is not going to give you. And think about it, Mitch stayed in the game right against his zone, and what did he give you? 12 points and 15 rebounds? No, Mitch gave you. Yeah, exactly. Are we saying that we have to have that?
No. But the thing about it, sir, is that again, and he's running different rotations and things like that. But you have to see what you got in a lot of these unknowns on the team, right? So again, what are we more concerned with? Are we more concerned about getting into the 8th seed and getting wiped out and mollywopped by the freaking Nets or whoever's going to be up the Celtics? Or are we more concerned about, okay, is this guy, or is he going to be here next year when we're trying to build a team that can win, that can be the next Nuggets, where they're going to the playoffs year in and year out, and they got a core. And they have a solid team of role players and even young draft picks that might pan out to be even better than so-called role players. MPJ, Bobo, you know what I mean? That's how I look at it. What is our
right? So if you look at it, from the beginning stage, and not just right now, like when they drafted Nurkic and Jokic and Murray, right? They got Nurkic, Jokic, and Murray, right? That was like their baby core, right? And I think they had one other player. I can't remember who it is.
Harris. They got Gary Harris.
Gary Harris. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And so what happened is those guys took incremental steps together. And then the jumping off point was when Jokic and Nurkic stopped splitting time and you could develop, say, one guy. So they traded Nurkic away in order to develop Jokic. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in theory, both of those guys are super talented, right?
But okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
And so one is being showcased as being better than the other. You know what I'm saying? But to that point though, they got some guys, right? And these guys were developed to do say a certain thing because they at least had a certain level. Like you knew Jokic was an elite passer as soon as he came into the league. You didn't know he was going to be one of the greatest passers to ever play, but you knew he had court vision. But with Mitch,
what did that team do, sir? They drafted well. We have not drafted well.
We lucked up with Jokic though because he's a 2nd round pick.
And then that's great drafting. That's great scouting. That's great value. Like we have not had that in years.
Right.
We have to build from that, right? So right now I can't compare, and I'm not saying you're directly doing that, but that team, like the team we have now, you have to try to salvage see if you have a bunch of doubles and maybe a triple and a bunch of guys who are marketed as, and they're really singles, bunts, a bunch of flyouts. I mean, Frank, we got rid of, we were able to flip DSJ into a rental of their
D Rose.
D Rose. Holy crap!
I really wish that had been Knox. I really wish that had been Knox, man.
Put like this. This is a wake up call to Knox. Well, I don't even know if it's a wake up call to Knox. Knox is probably like, oh, whoa, who got traded? Like that. I don't know.
Nah, he probably don't even know. He probably still playing Fortnite right now.
He's probably texting DJ like, yo, son, you want to get like some frappe, bro? Like,
what you doing for lunch?
Yo, he's like, yo, you want to come on my game for Fortnite, bro? I need a partner, bro. Like,
they're not going home. It's still snowing up here.
Right.
Still snowing in the city.
Let me ask you that. Does Kevin Knox, does this wake up any of the young players? Because again, Tom Thibodeau is a guy of, look, you do what I want, you play. You don't do what I want, you don't play, right? Knox right now, again, he was drafted by another regime. He's not a time. And granted, this is why I say
because Perry's still here.
RJ Barrett was not a Tom Thibodeau. And granted, RJ Barrett is way more talented or way more productive than Kevin Knox. But again, Kevin Knox, if you want to still use his rookie year, there's something to say that there's some type of talent there, right? Do you think Kevin Knox somehow rises above the fray and finally produces and gets into the Tom Thibodeau rotation? It's going to be hard, and now you got D Rose. Does he somehow try to beat out a Bullock who had a 7 for 14 from 3 game today and still is he's probably our best pick and roll defender on the team? Is there some way Kevin Knox finds himself on the team, or is he just getting prepped up for a trade?
I think Knox is next, to be honest with you. I think Knox and Frank are gone because they're out of the rotation, right? They don't present a clear and present threat to anybody getting rotational minutes right now. What they present is the dream of becoming the 8th player, the 9th player on your team, right? But so what? I can cut Kevin Knox right now and go get Michael Kidd-Gilchrist and get the same thing. Off the street, I can go get Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
Shooting from the corner probably better from Knox, but
no, but he'll but the thing is though,
he'll defend.
The thing is Michael Kidd-Gilchrist will give you what Tom Thibodeau thirsts for, right?
Which is defense.
Defense, right? And Knox is sitting because he can't play defense,
right?
So why is Frank sitting?
Because Frank can't score from the point guard position.
And right, and I'm here to tell you that Frank Ntilikina's defense is overrated.
That's true too.
It is overrated. I'll give you that.
I mean, we look at him. Knicks fans look at him as if he's Bruce Bowen already. Eventually, going down that road.
No. You're not going to do that on my channel. Hell no.
I thought this was our channel.
No.
I thought this was our channel.
No. Freezy, you're not. Hold up. Freezy would not. Freezy went from Frank Ntilikina's a 6'4", Michael Olowokandi, a 6'4", Odin Polynice, all these trash players to Frank can be the Knicks' next Bruce Bowen. And now
I say go down that road. Go down that road.
Chuck. Am I lying, Chuck? How many times was Freezy?
Yes, you are. And in this case, yeah. I always said
that's
Frank
crazy.
I said Frank is not a point guard. I said Frank should go down that road to being a Bruce Bowen.
But
that's what I said. And so
didn't Freezy change up his stairs and say, "Yo, Frank could be our Bruce Bowen, man. I think we missing out on blah 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 blah."
No,
now he's killing Frank now.
Yeah, so I'm the one that said his defense was overrated. Now you're talking about
no, man. Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. That ain't cute. Don't do that. That ain't cute. I just did
Freezy's face, man.
And so I don't do that. That ain't cute. I just did an interview with Jonathan Macri Friday, right? And where I said, hey, listen. Frank can go down that road of being a Bruce Bowen type, but you have to wait until Frank gets more mature. Bruce Bowen at Frank's age was not Bruce Bowen. Bruce Bowen and Tony Allen at 25 is when they turn the corner. And if you allow Frank to continue to go down that road, by the time Frank gets to be 25, 26, then he can be in that category.
Freezy, you are a psychotic.
I want to talk to you about Suggs.
No. You are a
Suggs, Super Suggs.
This is my show. On your show, you can flip it and not have to answer the question. You're on my show now. You have to.
I thought I was your brother.
You are in front of the court.
I thought I was your brother. I thought we were MBK fam.
You're gonna answer.
I thought we were MBK fam.
Freezy, you are psychotic. You are scary. Look at you smiling. That's how you're trying to hold in your spot, bro.
Suggs.
What do you want to talk? Okay, what do you want to talk about with Suggs?
So Suggs is vastly overrated.
How's he overrated?
So here's the thing. I think that the entire draft class has been hyped out of control. But let me add some context.
Go ahead.
So I think this draft class is vastly overrated. The hype train for this class, Nick G, you don't want to lose on National TV.
Okay, wait.
Nick G, don't come on. Don't come on here. Don't come on here early and get whooped.
Go, Freezy, go.
Freezy, the sun hasn't even set, Freezy.
Right.
Freezy,
The vampire in me should not even be out this early.
Oh, right, my Lord. Freezy wants.
So Coach Colorblocks, I'm gonna just say this.
No.
I'm gonna just say this to you.
Right? Make your point.
No. So what happens is in an environment. So Nick G, well, every time I start, Nick G will try to cut me off because the facts will lay out an extremely accurate case, right? So what happened is this draft class is vastly overhyped because the last draft class was extremely underhyped and underwhelming. So people thought, right?
Underwhelming. Somebody got me. Somebody could turn off the. Somebody has me recorded. So if you could just turn me.
Okay,
we good. Yeah, how's it underhyped?
So last year's draft class was underwhelming to some people, right? Mm-hmm. This year's draft class, I think we try to make up for it by overhyping
Freezy
this draft class.
Freezy, I will say this on behalf of Nick G. He put me on to several podcasts. One of them being the Game Theory podcast, and they were talking about they talk about this draft literally almost every other episode. By the way. Thanks to Nick G pointing this out. They said that they were talking about this draft about 2-3 years ago. Like they said that according to Nick G, and Nick G put me on. I went because Nick G was telling me this, and I went back and listened. They were saying, the Zion Ja Morant, that was a cute draft. This draft is stupid. They've been analyzing this draft for years. They said the level of talent and the differences, not say difference, but the different types of talent coming in the top 7, 8 guys is stupid. Cade Cunningham, he may be overrated in some regards. I think he's a little overhyped. I'll give you that. But you're talking about Cade Cunningham could come and be this. He had to be a combo guard, 2 guard, whatever you call him. Come in and give you CJ McCollum numbers in his first 2 years, and we don't know what the ceiling is. You got a guy like Jalen Suggs, a guy who played football. They say 6'4". He does not look 6'4" to me, but whatever.
No, he is.
You're talking about a guy in Jalen Suggs who literally could have games where he might actually be the most impactful player and only score 10 points because his facilitation. And mind you, in that Gonzaga offense, it's so coached up that Jalen Suggs being able to show his talent in that coached up offense, the Bulldog continuity offense, a lot of cuts, a lot of movements, handoffs, picks, split outs to get spacing. It's backdoor cuts. You don't even know the ceiling of Jalen Suggs. If Jalen Suggs got into an offense where he's running it a lot more than he is with Gonzaga, he might easily give you 17 and 8. Off the bat, that's how good. Because there are games with Jalen Suggs I watch where he's not even penetrating into the defenses, right? And he's giving you 5 threes, 6 threes because his shot is that wet. He's that good of a player. And then Kuminga, super good, 6'8", I think it's 220, I believe, right? Absolute beast of a raw talent. Jalen Green,
Kuminga is going to be the steal of this draft.
Anyway,
Kuminga.
Please finish your point because I want to go. Go
Evan
ahead.
Mobley? Evan Mobley.
Make your point,
Go ahead.
Freezy.
Go ahead.
Let Freezy make his point.
No, go ahead, Nick G. Go ahead.
You done?
Yep, I'm done.
I want to make sure I show you all the respect that is due. You done?
Oh, damn. Go ahead. That's my calculator. Go ahead. Sorry, brother.
All right.
Now, you doing a basketball show with a calculator?
No, it's for
my God, the nerds unite.
First of all, this is how you catch.
Where is your pocket protector?
Freezy knows he's about to get killed, so he tries to worry about something. You don't freeze. What was that guy? What was that movie with who's the dude? The Joker dude and the dude Michael Seymour Hoffman, the Master. That's what Freezy is. He's like a cult leader. He knows so many machinations to try to catch you off guard. Nick is about to kill you. Nick, go ahead. Don't interrupt.
Urkel.
Murder right here. They're gonna kill you.
The basketball Urkel.
So you said overrated, right? Let's do a history lesson on Freezy. 2 years ago, I met Freezy on NBK chat, right?
Uh-huh.
He had a long conversation till 6 a.m. You remember that, Freezy?
No.
You don't remember that? Okay.
Of course.
In the chat, this is how I knew me and Freezy was brothers. In the chat, we had what's his name? Sim was on that night.
Mm-hmm.
And Freezy uttered out his mouth, Luka Doncic is overrated. You remember that, Freezy?
Yes.
This was after his rookie season. He said Luka was overrated.
Right.
And the next year, Luka comes in and pretty much averages a triple-double. Even this season, averaging pretty much a triple-double, just shy of that. And he's not getting help from our former guy, Kristaps Porzingis, which is supposed to be his second in command. Luka would be ahead of the game right now, but Freezy said overrated. Again, Freezy also said, I can't remember all the guys that we went through the list on, guys that he absolutely loves.
I also said tank for RJ Barrett. Chuck B is my witness. On Twitter, when RJ Barrett was a junior in high school, I went on Twitter and said the Knicks should tank for RJ Barrett. Are you going to discredit me with that too?
Oh yeah, I'll discredit you with that because I don't believe you until I see it. You need more people.
Chuck B, did I not say tank for RJ Barrett?
Yeah, but I wouldn't have tanked for RJ. I would have tanked for.
I'm asking. I'm asking if I said that at the time. Though is what I'm saying.
All right. Yeah.
And you did like RJ, but I'll give you that. You did like RJ.
Fair enough. You said it. But guess what? This draft is deep. And I'm not gonna sit here and say like last year deep. Last year had a bunch of role players.
Yes.
This year has guys that have more potential to be stars and leaders on their team. What we're seeing with this upcoming draft is more guys that are affected by the NBA camps that Steph Curry is influencing. A lot of these guys can shoot effectively from three, more than back when you talk about last season and the years before. This season, Evan Mobley, the Jalen Greens, all those guys, every one of those top five could shoot from three and deep. You cannot.
Mr. Robin can shoot from three in high school.
Okay, show me where it's effectively done in game.
Right.
Show me where these guys effectively done
real competition. Like, show me where it's done in game against real competition, please.
So let me. I just want to do one at a time because you said a lot of things at once. So I said Luka Doncic was overrated, right? But then you didn't add any context, like why I said Luka was overrated, or who we compared him to. You didn't do any of that. So you legit just used shock value to try to discredit your man's, right? But what you didn't do.
Okay, wait. Freezy just said he didn't remember it. Now all of a sudden you remember.
No, you said the conversation till 6 a.m.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is
you didn't remember that same conversation was the same conversation, Freezy.
What I'm saying is your Times Square lawyer degree doesn't work for me, right? You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is if you're gonna bring the facts, bring all the facts to the table and use the context of the conversation that we had. I said Luka was overrated in the context where people were talking about this kid had the potential to be the greatest of all time and could be the MVP of the league. And I said, wait. This dude right now is overrated. Just because you take a high volume of shots on low efficiency doesn't mean that we could start comparing you to LeBron James and Paul George. Let's not do the whole Luka is unfallible thing, right?
Okay,
let's not do that.
Is he not proving that he could do that right now?
No, we're talking about 2 years ago. You asked me about 2 years ago. I said Luka Doncic was overrated 2 years ago, and now you're bringing up 2 years ago as it applies to today.
Okay, but is he not doing it right now?
2 years ago, he was not, Nick G. Okay. I'm telling you that your Times Square law degree does not work against Uncle Freezy.
He has the potential, and he showed the potential then what he's doing now. Is that not correct? Yes or no?
No, that's not correct, Niji.
So he didn't show the potential of what he was doing, what he's doing now then. Is that what you're saying?
2 years ago, Luka Doncic was shooting 42% from the field. How is that potential to be a great?
But no.
We
That's
could see
potential.
the signs. No. We could see the signs of what he is doing now back then. And I could point to signs that he was doing it in Europe. And I could point to signs that he was doing it in U20 under 16 for his country. And I could point to signs of where he stood up to grown men in Europe and did the same thing he's doing now back then. And it still stands to show that he is what he is, a potential MVP candidate. Everything about his game is potential back then. Today, it is being realized at less than 20 years of age. You cannot deny the potential.
Luka is not less than 20 years of age. What are you talking about?
How old is he? Please tell me.
Are you telling me Luka is 20 right now? Luka is 21 right now.
Luka is 21. Yes, he's 21.
Okay.
How can you play in the league and then still be 20? This is like the Frank Ntilikina argument. Every year, Frank is 20 years old.
Freeze. He's in his third year.
I love Big Freezy, man. Big
averaging
Freezy.
a triple double.
What I'm saying, okay. So here's the thing. When we saw Luka back then, and guys were head over heels in love with Luka because he was doing something different at his size. And when I was saying, well, wait a minute, we are Luka is overrated, man. We're overvaluing Luka right now in this age 19 season. Let's calm down, pat the brakes, right? Let's allow some of this to play out. But y'all were like, oh my God, Uncle Freezy, do you watch basketball? Yeah, man, yes, I watch basketball. I have a bumping channel. Yes, I watch basketball. Yes. What I'm saying is this. Y'all were overrating Luka back then like he was the next coming of Magic Johnson. Y'all were like, oh, he can rebound and assist and score and shoot.
I will say this, Freezy, I will say this. I thought Luka was a little bit overhyped, but I will say this. Once I saw Luka play, especially last year, I came to the realization that I think that because he's European, they definitely try to market him like that he's better than other Americans. But he is a very talented player.
He is very talented.
Now, again, I think the way to kind of coach him up to basically he has to be this orbit of an offense. I think it's starting to show that he'd be better off. They'd be better off not doing that, even though they're still doing it. But Luka is a talented player.
Very.
I would give him that. I won't say he's not. I don't think he's over. I think he's overhyped. There's a slight difference, but Luka was showing flashes of that.
Right,
showing flashes of that 2 years ago. I will give him that. It's just that with me, I discount the Euro hype because I've seen probably 3 times as many Euro hypes as I've seen Euro. Make call it.
Okay, sorry. Thank you. You can't say that because there has never been another European that has gone that far in competition from that early of an age. Even Ricky Rubio did not do this. No one has done. Show me the player that has done this.
Nick G.
I'm talking about in Europe. No one done what he did in Europe.
Nick G. What I'm saying is, see, that's what I'm saying. The Times Square law degree is muddying the waters on the argument. What you said was, what you said was, I said that Luka Doncic was overrated in the moment, and I said in that moment that Luka Doncic is overrated. I never said that he would not be a great NBA player.
Oh, I said did that night. I remember that.
No, I did not that, man.
Do not
that, man.
Not that, man. Look, I don't have the evidence to show everybody that what you said, but at the same time, you discredited how good this kid could be even today. And that was where I said that your evaluation of Luka was unfair because you went into something like if the kid cannot be what he's doing right now. Like that to me back then was unfair to Luka because that kid showed so much potential in Europe that no other European has ever done.
He showed the same efficiency as the guy that ran point guard at the same spot the year before. So there was a dude that played point guard for the Dallas Mavericks the year before and put up similar efficiency, right? And you expect me to say, you know what, this kid Luka is the next great, whatever you want to call it.
Dennis Smith Jr. never rebounded that well.
Right.
And Dennis Smith Jr. never showed that he could make threes that well.
No.
Oh, so Dennis Smith Jr. couldn't shoot 31% from 3.
Yes, but he never showed that. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. No. Let me give him credit. So he shot 33%.
Yeah, that guy could shoot, but this guy can't. Like, just the numbers doesn't say everything. You got to look at the game. Because there's a difference between looking at the numbers and saying, oh, yeah, Luka Doncic shoots 31%. That means he's just as good at 3 as DSJ. Because no one in their right mind would say that Luka Doncic's shot isn't looking better, or I will trust Luka to take a 3 versus Dennis Smith, because the numbers pan out to be the same. No one in their right mind would ever say that.
Right, except Luka is shooting a career low from 3 right now. Right.
But
let me.
Let's be honest. When you when you watch the game, forget the numbers. When you watch the game, who's a better player? And I'm talking about DSJ's rookie season. I'll take DSJ's rookie season. Who's better? It's Luka.
I'm saying Luka because Luka impacted winning. The impact on winning is all I care about. I don't care about none of that stuff.
By the way, Freezy, your Times Square lawyer degree does not work here. For you gotta keep that as a rolling diss or something, man. That I don't know why that's so funny, but I just look at I just think of sleazy lawyers with like big ass trench coats. Whenever you say it, that's a classic line. But guys, I'm so sorry. I gotta get out of here for the Super Bowl, man. I ordered some voice plays.
Yeah, me too.
I love this, Freezy. And Nick, you guys got to fight on your channel. Guys, please, if you guys aren't already subscribed, Big Freezy runs an excellent channel. Nick at Night, well, Blarn's Tears, right? He has Nick at Night, and then it goes into freaking the morning. Right. Then he has another show in the morning called Nick's Morning Drive. So, guys, please be subscribed to our man Big Freezy's channel. I wish I could have some time to have you discuss so-called Chuck's win yesterday, but we could talk about it later because, come on, Chuck is, come on. And now Chuck, Freezy.
Oh, yeah,
Chuck
the fight.
calling out Nick. You have.
I'm not gonna battle Chuck.
Nick.
I don't want this though.
Freezy, you're the Al Heyman of this so-called battling phenomena. You got to make it happen between Nick G and Chuck. Chuck is filming himself. I mean, he has his avatar. He looks like a bootleg Hulk Hogan with the yellow and I don't know what the hell that is.
Yeah.
You got to get Chuck and Nick G to fight. And if you don't do it, I'm gonna be on your channel tonight. I'm gonna throw as many instigations as I can to get this started because Freezy.
Mount Rushmores don't fight each other. Mount Rushmores don't fight each other.
Freezy.
Right. To his credit, Chuck B is on the Blarn's Tears debate champion Mount Rushmore.
My Lord. But Nick G is not there yet.
No, Nick G hadn't battled anybody.
Okay, so set it up. And Nick G, you gotta have Nick G. You gotta give Nick G 2 minutes because you know how.
Did you see the L he just took to the commissioner? Did you see the L Nick G just took to the commissioner?
Wait, I don't see anyone said that I lost.
Ooh.
You did lose. You lost. You did lose.
Freezy, stop playing games. Set this up already.
Wait, I'm not talking about to you, Chuck. But
no. You lost to Freezy. You just lost.
Oh hell no!
What are we talking about? Because Legion of Nick's question was, how is this draft class overrated? And you talked about Luka Doncic for 8 straight minutes.
I was talking about your evaluation.
Right.
You didn't really give. You really didn't give.
It was shaky at best.
Yeah, you didn't really give an explanation as to why it's overrated. You really didn't say anything to prove it. Or you just said last year's draft was underwhelming, and then you're saying that I think you try to allude to the fact that people are overrating this draft when literally before last year's draft even occurred, this year's draft was being hyped up and souped up as a beastly draft. Before last year's draft, before the college season ended prematurely, people were talking about this draft. And again. It could be the fact that there are a lot of busts, and it may be a 2000. I don't think it'd be a 2000 draft, right? But when scouts, right, and a lot of scouts don't necessarily agree. Some guys they plagiarize still from each other, but when different scouts and analysts are saying this draft is such and such because this play, and they point out different favorite players, like Suggs is my guy, Cade is my guy. No, I will kill you for Kuminga. No, Jalen Green is that guy. I'll kill you. But they're all saying this draft is uber talented. There might be some credibility to it. Right.
So you mind if I get 60 seconds just to expound on that?
Go ahead. I'm gonna give you guys. Okay. I gotta be out.
Yeah, me too, man. I gotta get some sleep. But what I'm saying is this draft class is overrated and overhyped in a sense that in comparison to other years, since there was a down year, some people are looking to bounce back. Now, I like the draft, and so I knew Cade Cunningham was the #1 guy in this class like 3 years ago. Like I already know about Amani Bates. I know Amani Bates is going to be a star, right? And I look down the road. I know when kids are coming. I watch these back channels on YouTube probably too much. It's probably an addiction, right? But what I'm saying is I don't think this draft class is gonna be as deep as what the so-called draft experts say, because a lot of these kids that have high upside have very, very deep valleys. Like Jalen Green has the potential to be an excellent scorer in this league, right? But at 181 pounds or whatever he is right now, you probably won't see that for like 3 years, right? And so most people in that 3-year stretch while my man develops is going to be like, this is not quite what we expected. And we expected Jalen Suggs, Super Suggs, to be, what? We expected him to be, this elite level point guard at his size. But we're finding out that he's not really the size that we thought. Now, I'm thinking we're getting a 6'4" guard, somebody that looks like an NFL safety, right? But come to find out, he may not be that.
They say 6'4". If he's 6'4", 6'3", that's actually pretty big for NFL safety.
Well, I mean,
height-wise, but I'll give it as Freezy. All right, I'm going to give you 3 games to watch. Come back to me about Jalen Suggs. Go watch the Kansas game, the first game of the season. The first.
Oh, no, yeah, he destroyed them.
Dog, you watched that together. Didn't you do a watch along?
No, I didn't do a watch along. I just did a video on it, so you might be confused. Okay. I just did a breakdown. Okay. I did that. I did the West Virginia game, and then the
West Virginia game is the one we watched together. We watched it because we were talking about his elite level of passing from 30 feet.
Right. That's the one he got hurt.
You're right. The one where the coach should have sat him, but he let him come back in the game.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was a piece of crap movement, by the way. But please go. Okay, these 3 games. Kansas, just rewatch it. I know you watch. Go watch the Kansas game. Go watch the Pacific game. Right. I think he played Pacific twice. Go watch the 9 assist Pacific game he had, and then go watch the Iowa game. And tell me, when you watch those 3 games, how he impacted the game in 3 different ways. And come back and tell me he's overrated. Just if you say he's overrated, then I won't argue again about it. But come back, watch Iowa, Pacific, the 9 assist game he had with Pacific, and the Kansas game.
So for the record, I'm not talking about the kids now. I'm talking about height.
You said Jalen Suggs was overrated. You said that.
Right. But what I'm saying is listen,
you gotta understand that
we gotta get away from the Luka thing, man. We gotta get away from the Luka thing. So what I'm saying is the people that overhype and overrate Suggs are not Jalen Suggs. What I'm saying is the hype train of people that evaluate these kids has gone insane. These kids, it's going crazy.
Hold on. When you look at the draft comparisons for Suggs,
we got to get out of here, man.
I know I'm about to get out, but the people who are making the draft comparisons, Suggs, they're not saying Suggs is the next CP3 anymore.
You have a good one.
Yo, guys, look, I gotta be out. I apologize, man. Super Bowl Sunday, man. God bless y'all. Be on Freezy's channel tonight, 11:45. I'll be on there, man. Salute to MBK, man. Subscribe to MBK as well. Salute to man's the Knicks, Ron Cleveland. Subscribe. He's actually there right now. If you're not subscribed, just subscribe. Go over there. They're talking right now, so you guys can join. But salute to all you guys. Nick, thanks for coming on. Chuck B, thanks for coming on. Congrats to your BS one yesterday. And Blarn Steers, man. Salute to you, big bro. I'll see you later tonight, bro. See you, man.
All right, boss.
Yeah.